podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day
stay humble.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm humble in defeat, and I'm gonna remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Dollar Beyonce Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at it, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. A hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another one. It's Tuesday already, bro. The week is just like flying. I felt like it was Saturday and I watched Manny Pacquiao get retired by Ugas, but in fact, it's Tuesday already. One day away from our Border Wars show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. But this morning, we're here to discuss Anthony Joshua slimming down, getting ready for the Usyk fight. Looks like it's going to be a good old game, a ring around the rosy for those two. But Mr. Lioness, how are you? What are you doing?
The best part of waking up.
It's TBV in my cup.
Is it really?
I'm good, Champy. King Mr. Nestor Gibbs. Good morning, TBV world. You're talking about Anthony Joshua slimming down.
Slimmy. Call him Slimmy.
Call him
what up?
Slim. King, what up?
Let's see if got better internet now that all the kids in school and shit ain't hogging the
Call
Wi-Fi.
him. No breaks. No roadblocks.
Yo, so yeah. We can't forget Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Fight week. It's actually a good card. This Woodley fight with Jake Paul. Like, it's a decent undercard, and surprisingly, the first $60 pay-per-view. So that's something to definitely report on. I don't think any of us knew that was going to be a $60 pay-per-view. That's interesting. But before we get into that, let's jump into the audio.
I've got my weight, but it's not like I'm not trying to make weight. I'm a heavyweight at the end of the day. So what I tend to do is I tailor my training. I'm getting a lot of experience. I've been fighting good fights for a long time. So when I fight good fighters, I study them. I get to learn a lot about their training camps. So from fighting like Dylan, let's say when I fought like Ruiz, I learned a lot from that fight. Klitschko's of the world, Povetkin's, now Usyk's of the world, Joseph Parker's, who was a champion. From the Olympics, the World Championships, I studied a lot, and I've just learned how to condition my body for specific fights. So I'm looking trim for this fight. I'm fighting a guy who's a 12-round fighter. Do you know what I mean? So it would be silly of me to go in there bulky with my muscles screaming for oxygen. I've been training like a 15-round fighter in this camp, and I'll be well conditioned to fight. So that's the key. And what happens when...
Did he say 15-round fighter or 15-year-old fighter? That's confusing me slightly.
No, I'm pretty sure he said 12-round fighter.
I'm pretty sure he did not say 12-round fighter. I'm pretty sure if it was any rounds, he said 15.
When I train that way, is my body just adapts and takes its natural form in this camp, and I'll be well conditioned to... I've been training like a 15-round fighter in this camp.
Yeah, 15-round
well
fighter.
Conditioned to fight. So
what Alex hears and what actually is being said is always two different things.
Nah, he said that before. I didn't hear the last part when he said 15 that he was fighting. He said that Usyk was a 12-round fighter. He's fighting a 12-round fighter.
Call you. I will read a super chat 3 times after it was read once.
Call you. Point out mistake whenever it happens, but everybody's easy on you when you fuck up. I'm gonna start crashing down on you.
Crash. Look, everybody's saying 15-round fighter. Do me clean your ears out.
Nobody even said clean my ears out.
You gotta clean your ears out.
Do me ain't have his hash browns yet. Pardon him.
You know what I'm saying? That shit's stale already from this morning. I still haven't ate.
Bro, why you always got stale hash browns?
Bro, hash browns is the way to go.
But it was interesting to hear him finally say what we've been saying for years and what the criticism on him has been for years, that his muscles are screaming for oxygen. He's starting to smarten up. No, that was the words he used. But he's starting to smarten up. Obviously, we seen that in the Ruiz fight. I want to hope, because we know now this is going to be a second boxing match that the AJ does. You know, Ruiz 2 was that. And this looks like he's going to do more of the same. So I just want him to look better than the Ruiz fight. You know what I mean? He got the job done. No knock. It is what it is. You know, just look better. You know, there was some knocks on him that he looked tentative, nervous, you know, all that stuff. So he's had time to work on that new style. And hopefully, you know, he looks better. You know, hopefully he looks better because I'm going to say he lost some fans in that last performance. You know, people wanted him to right the wrong in the way that, kind of the way that the story went. Like, he beat you violently, beat him back violently, not, you know, as AJ would say, steal the belts.
Hey, what happened?
But, yeah, I mean, what do you guys think?
He's coming of weight, man. I mean, he's cut, and it's, you know, it's telling, you know, that he says that he's learned from these fights in the past, because I would have thought that they would have had his, you know, his physiology in check already. You know, he got the money, he got people that know how to, you know, tweak his body out. But I guess, you know, when you're fighting different styles as a heavyweight, you got to do different things, and you got to do them right.
Which is a great point. You know, Doomy, and I want to talk about game planning. Let's give credit for game planning. Maybe the game plan wasn't appropriate to go in and try to destroy Ruiz. So he backed away from that and went into a different style. So this is a different game plan. He's turned into Slim Jesus on us right in front of our eyes, because he knows that the other fighter's game plan may be to make it more of a boxing match. So he's got to meet him where he's at. The muscle doesn't lend itself to good cardio. And so, you know, this is a heavyweight fighter. I mean, we're watching Wilder do it. You got to implement a new game plan. Give this man credit for that, and his team credit for that.
No, that's what I'm totally doing, that he's adjusting. He's making the necessary changes for what he's expecting is going to be a boxing match. So he's preparing for a 12-round fight. Like, you know, it's kind of what he said in the audio. He's learned from his fights, you know. He's learned from being in there with Ruiz and with Klitschko. And I think that he's just taking each fight individually and preparing for it as they come, specifically, though, for that opponent. I didn't think he was going to try and box with a boxer, you know, unless I'm interpreting the audio wrong. Do you guys think that he means he's slimming down to be more of the aggressor and make the ring smaller for Usyk? Or do you think he's slimming down because he's expected he's going to try and outbox Usyk?
It's cardio, man. He needs the cardio. He needs to slim down to be able to fight a 12-round fighter. What does that mean? We know that Usyk moves around for 12 rounds. Mm-hmm. He's around for 12 rounds, and you got to be able to have the cardio to either keep up with him, to try to catch the cat, as they say, you know, or you know, go in there and try to have a short fight with power. And he chose to have the ability to be able to box the whole 12 rounds, because who KOs Usyk? You know, who stops him? Usually his fights do go to 12 rounds. You know, it's unfamiliar. So this fight's gonna go 12 rounds if
Usyk
Anthony
never
Joshua's
fought AJ
power
either,
doesn't
though.
stop it before then.
Usyk never fought AJ either. So like, who KOs Usyk? I get that, and I'm not trying to pick an argument. I'm just saying like he's also never fought a real heavyweight, let alone a unified heavyweight.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, King.
No, and not only that, I think what people might underestimate, they talk about him being tentative against Ruiz. Well, I bet you he won't be tentative against Usyk if he doesn't feel that Usyk's power is a threat. And so giving himself, that advantage to cut the ring off on him, I think that kind of adds to a more of an aggressive approach. Yeah, he's going to box, but I think it's going to make him a little bit more aggressive when he realized that not he can chase Usyk, but he can move with Usyk and box with him.
So that was my question. You think he's building stamina to chase, to cut the ring off, to make it smaller, not to stay on the back foot like he did in the Ruiz fight?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Okay. No, I'm asking the question.
Well, no, and that's what I'm presenting as my answer. Definitely. He's not going to be off the back foot. He's going to be coming forward and moving laterally, cutting the ring off. This is a different AJ I think you're going to see, because that's what he's learned. He's learned that maybe he has lost some fans from fighting off the back foot. Maybe, the skills he thought by demonstrating the pull counter off the back foot, he thought that was executing good boxing skills. And he said, something, I'll show him something different. They said the back foot was running. I'll show him that I'm coming forward and I have the stamina to come forward. So, yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, he's not going backwards. I mean, not for once did we think that AJ was going to come into this fight and fight on his back foot. He's not losing weight to fight on his back foot. It's still the same game. AJ is the true heavyweight. He's going to be putting the pressure forward. This is back
But that's
foot
what I want to see from him. I want him to act like the true heavyweight. I felt like Chisora isn't as athletic, isn't in his youth, doesn't have the confidence of a unified champion, and he was able to land and do certain things that AJ should be able to do times 10, in my opinion.
And what are we talking about? AJ coming down from what, 240 to 220? Like
maybe 258, right? And he
Don't
was
ask me that question.
I got to check. Yo, that sounds so much like Joe Joyce, not AJ, right? Is it me or does that sound like Joe Joyce? By the way,
Don't
let's
ask me
talk
that
about
question.
that. I mean, I know that's not on the docket.
Uh-oh.
But, bro, I mean, did we talk about it last night? And if we did, it obviously didn't get enough airtime. Why'd he re-sign with Frank Warren?
Oh, Queensberry, you're right.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Why? Like, didn't he do all he could do with them? Wasn't the Dubois fight what else is there? Like, I don't really see Frank being able to convince Bob to put their mutually agreed upon fighter in there with Joyce. To what benefit? Like, Americans,
I'm going to put you to sleep.
Americans ain't going to be jumping up and down for that. Maybe that's a UK homecoming fight. I don't know. Do you see the play for Joyce? Like, if you're Joyce, why'd you stay with Queensberry?
Well, this is why I did it. If I'm Joe Joyce, I said to myself, I'm with Queensberry, and even though they're kind of like the smaller joint, they was able to help Fury get in with Top Rank, right? So if I'm thinking I'm Joe Joyce, I'm the prospect killer. I'm the heavyweight Clay, my man. So he done already did Dubois. Suppose they say we got a nice bag for you against either FA or Jared Anderson, right?
Yeah,
He'll take a domestic fight.
But if you got Sam Jones, why do you need Frank to get to Top Rank? Sam Jones was putting Guido Viginello on Top Rank during the pandemic. Sam Jones obviously could pick up the phone and say, hey, look, our contract is up with Frank. What do you guys want to do? Like, why stay with Frank to get to Top Rank? You got Sam. Sam is your manager. He's put his other fighters on there. And he's got Darius, who's an Olympian. I'm sure Sam is going to find him some television time.
Pretty sure pretty sure Sam was involved in the process.
I'm going to go to Joe Joyce tweet. Maybe you can do that, producer Doomy or Brandon. Joe Joyce allegedly said that he stood there because of the bag. He said he put out, they say he put out a tweet. Let's see if that's true. Let's see if that's true, man. Joe Joyce, where's your Twitter at, man? What's his Twitter even looking like these days? Let me see if he got something on IG.
I mean, I got it up.
What it says. Send it to me so I can screen share if it's accurate.
Okay, let me send it to you. I had it on the computer. It's I mean, look, doesn't Frank Warren and Bob Arum have good, business relations?
Absolutely, but that's what I'm saying. You're still giving two promoters a cut. If you want Top Rank, you could just go to Top Rank. But he says on his Instagram verified, he says, I'm delighted to announce that I'll be extending my promotional deal with Frank Warren Official, Queensberry Promotions. I believe with my management, Sam J. Boxing, Queensberry, and BT Sports in the right place to achieve my dreams and become world champion. Hashtag Jaggernaut.
He also says, guys, don't. Well, that's the one. Did you read this or did you just knew that off the top of your head? Guys, don't worry about my decision. It was an easy decision. WBO #1, and Frank secured the bag.
So let me ask y'all: could this just be a matter of
that sound like Sam Boxing wrote that for him?
Word.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, what if it's a situation where he's only having to give up a small like, boom, Sam, I'm signing with, but you take a small percentage because we got the move with Top Rank because, just to be a part of it on some loyalty kind of percentage as opposed to actually being figured in as far as decision making. Could have been something along those lines, maybe.
Dude,
am I reaching?
Hit the sound bite, bro. Rewind that shit. What is you even saying? I ain't understand nothing you said. Nothing. I need you to rewind. What the fuck was you saying?
If Joe Joyce figured out that the deal he would sign would not be like a bad deal as far as the percentage split. So yeah, he's got 3 or 2 promoters in there, but if the percentage he's giving up to Sam Jones really don't hurt him in a way where it's kind of like, I'm just bringing my man along, then could that be something that's possible? Or just that?
I mean, look, I don't know what percentage he cutting Sam, but Sam's a manager. Frank Warren is a promoter. And if he were to do business with Top Rank in the future, it would be a co-promotion. So that's where, for me, it was an issue. I just don't think Frank can take him to the next. I don't think Frank can get him a Wilder, a AJ, and maybe not even Fury, because Fury now isn't just his. Fury isn't just his anymore. Fury's is really Top Rank now. So, like, does he really have the decision to say, yo, let's do a Joyce fight? Or could he just suggest a Joyce fight?
Might be the influence. You're gonna say something, King? I'm sorry.
Yeah, everybody don't want the same thing. Suppose he said I'm a homer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, Terrence Crawford keeps signing with Top Rank, right? Everybody don't want the same thing, or maybe people just feel comfortable.
I'm not looking for anything negative. I'm just trying to look for the positive. Like, what did he see?
What benefit did
they see? But he said it, the bag, and I get it. If you're Joe Joyce, are you really getting a title shot in the next 2 years? Probably not. So you might as well secure the bag and get some fights you can beat to stay relevant, because Fury beats Wilder, he's unifying. Wilder beats Fury, we don't even know what Wilder will end up doing. They always come up with something special over there. They could go into the Ruiz fight, they could try and do unification. They call him Block Squad. They say Al Heyman don't want unifications with AJ. I don't know. But if Wilder wins, maybe he unifies with AJ too. I don't know that Joyce has an opportunity to get that AJ fight. I know he's talking about WBO mandatory, but again, he about to fight Usyk, who is the WBO. So when is that mandatory really going to be called? Joyce sitting on a mandatory that ain't even ordered yet and won't be ordered, because we had Samson on this show. WBO just got their turn. That means the next sanctioning body's in line to call they mandatory. WBO is over. That's it. They getting their check with Usyk. They're going to have to wait. That mandatory ain't getting called. So Joyce, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they do for him. I would like to start to see some more recognizable names. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he ain't fighting them. He got the Dubois and the Jennings and, even a Stavern. But you know, he went left field under Frank. He got some like Welsh or some weird dude like that. You know, he got like what, 2 tune-ups, wasn't it? Signing to Frank. Pretty sure he got like 2 tune-ups signing to Frank, man. The one before the Dubois fight, and then after the Dubois fight, he got another one, right? Or am I wrong?
Well, he last fight was Takam, before was Dubois, and then before Dubois was the Michael Wallish. So he had Michael Wallish, Brian Jennings, and Oleksandr Usyk.
And I ain't gonna hate Takam. That was a decent win. That was a decent fight. That's not a tune-up, you know. So he really only got 1 tune-up under Frank, which was the Michael Wallish.
So do you think?
But Ustinov could be considered a tune-up. I mean, nobody ever lost to Ustinov. Everybody just beats him, and I think that was his first fight under Frank, to be honest, right?
I mean, Ustinov got 4 losses. He's lost to, you know, top guys.
Everybody who's beat him. Who are they?
Andy,
Joyce. Hunter. I don't even got his name pulled
Mahmoud.
Mahmoud Char did it?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Mahmoud, a Chris Lovejoy killer. Yo, he straight killed Lovejoy's hype. It's over. Like, Lovejoy used to be out here hyped out. It's over. He murdered that. Yo, we got some love from New Zealand. He says chur. I don't know if you're saying chur like Mahmoud chur.
Yo, do you think part of that situation that Joe Joyce could have resigned, maybe there's a big bag attached to the Dubois rematch? You know, maybe it's like a 2-fight, 3-fight deal. The Dubois rematch is in there.
I mean, I'm sure that Frank wrote that up since that's his other sole heavyweight. Like he has paper on Dubois, and Dubois just got re-ranked in the WBA. Let me check how high he is in the WBA. But after his win over whoever he just fought, which was I think he fought Bagdon-Dinu. I was pretty impressed with him coming back to that. Oh shit, yo, the WBA is wretched. Like, this is what I'm saying. Y'all disrespecting me for so many years, bigging up the IBO. We really need to get away. Yo,
he ain't even up there.
Daniel Dubois is number 1 on the WBA. In the heavyweight division, in this climate, that motherfucker's number 1. Come on, man. WBA is out of... Every time we look at the WBA, it's something to fucking talk about. It's another reason to be disgusted. How is Daniel Dubois number 1 in the WBA in the heavyweight division after just being bodied? He just got bodied.
What are you on their actual site?
Bruh, come on, bruh.
I'm on the Boxing Voice site. That's why.
And you see what it say.
He's not number 1 on the WBA.
Bro, what are you looking at? Say heavyweight Daniel Dubois right there.
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm looking for Joe Joyce. I thought you were talking about Joe Joyce. I'm like, I don't see him here. I see him on the WBO.
This dude needs a fucking set of headphones. So look, he's fighting Joe Cusimano. Joe Cusimano is a long time Deontay Wilder sparring partner. I mean, Cusimano just lost to somebody though, I'm pretty sure. There you go. He lost to... Look, he wasn't even supposed to lose this fight in the Twin Rivers. But at least he beat Corbin. He came back and beat Corbin last year. Gregory, everybody beating Corbin. For fucking Corbin, man. Soon as he stepped on the scene, he just started losing. Cusimano is scheduled to fight Dubois. He getting slept. He ain't never been slept, but he getting slept. He ain't never been in with a punch as big as Daniel Dubois. He getting slept. Because he's club level. He's never been on that level. You know, Corbin was his biggest fight and biggest win. You know what I'm saying? I only know him because he was in camp with Wilder. And I got to see him, you know, meet him and interview him and all that greatness. That being said, he ain't on Dubois' level.
Yeah, but Dubois did have a broken orbital bone. So it's
but Dubois just came back. But Dubois just came back off of Bagdon-Dinu. That's what I'm saying. That's why he got ranked, I'm sure. But that's too high of a ranking. Like, I respected Dubois for fighting Bagdon-Dinu off of that and off the Joyce fight in general. That's a decent comeback fight. But like,
KO'd him in two rounds.
And that's what I'm saying. That's decent to do. Like, we thought you was damaged after your eye. You come back and you stop Dinu that only Pulev and Miller did it. Baby Miller did it first. So that was a good win. Kusamano, this is a good, tune-up. This is a stay busy fight. If Kusamano makes this fucking beautiful, shout out to him. The sun shined on his ass that day, for real. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be like a fucking, Dubois got to be like a 10,000, minus 10,000 on this. I'm just keeping a G.
Look, Dubois' return with Joe Kusamano. What do I say? I mean, this is gonna be a better test than Baghdad Dinu, who got iced in 2 rounds. I'm not saying that isn't impressive, but you didn't get to really get rounds in there. You didn't get hit, so you don't know how you're reacting. I think this is gonna be a better telltale on how his eye has healed. And I think that not even so much as just his eye, but his mental, right? What happens when you get hit again in that eye, Yeah. Is it, are you going to start
I just
folding?
don't think this dude is the dude to hit him, though. Can Kusamano land a shot? Maybe, but I don't think this is he should sleep. If he got Baghdad Dinu out in 2, man, he probably getting Kusamano out in 2 or less, man.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, look.
Man.
And I think,
he ain't been on that level, man. He ain't been on that level.
King.
Yo, and I don't think he ain't looked tentative at all against Dinu. And yeah, Dinu's Dinu, but again, we've seen, just they gun shy after getting hit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I want to give him credit for that.
Yo, let me ask y'all.
Call you, I flexed out and flexed back in.
Let me ask y'all, man. I'm trying to see how the WBA got Dubois there, but
Frank Ward.
The more I look at it, honestly, the more I look at it, let me screen share this for y'all. As a knowledgeable boxing fan without BoxRec, the more I look at it, Daniel Dubois over Baghdad Dinu might be better. His win over Baghdad Dinu might be better than anybody on the top 10, their current win, plus factor in activity. Right? So it's Charles Martin did beat Gerald Washington, but that shit was in 2020. So you inactive. So I could see why Baghdad Dinu, Dubois beating Dinu ranks him above Charles Martin. And same thing for Andy. What the fuck? So are we going to say that Areola, yes, he fought better than Baghdad Dinu, but going into that fight, he was on retirement. So he wasn't ranked ahead of Baghdad Dinu, was he? You know what I'm saying? Areola, when he fought Andy Ruiz, we thought he was retired. He couldn't have been active. Check the dates on his fight before Andy and check the date of Andy fight and see how long he was out. So again, another guy that possibly couldn't even be ranked. 12 months of inactivity gets you out.
He had fought in August of 2019, and he fought Andy in
exactly.
May.
So when fought Andy, when Andy fought Areola wasn't even ranked.
He had fought Adam Wanaki. He had just lost to Adam.
Who?
Before the Andy Ruiz fight, Areola lost to Adam Wanaki.
That was in 19. That's what I'm saying. 1 year of inactivity and you out the rankings. Then you consider Michael Hunter, and it's you just fought, but come on, bro. Your win over Mike Wilson ain't going to get you in number 1. And Adja Cababel, man, who the fuck he been fighting? He ain't been doing nothing. He just a headline on a top-ranked press release. He ain't doing nothing in boxing. And Adam Kovnacki just got slept, and that shit was a year ago. And Gerald Washington ain't fighting a year, and he got COVID. And who the fuck is Mike Morey?
I don't know.
The fuck? Only the WBA will introduce a dude you never heard of. Always. Look at the other dude in number 13. Who the fuck is Zan Kozbuskoski?
It's got to be super across the pond.
I wonder if you even pronounce the Z. Maybe his name is Han.
Zan. Yeah, it is Zan. Zan Kozbuski.
Do you pronounce the Z?
Kosobuski. Yeah, you got to pronounce the Zan. Zan.
But even though I want to black out on the WBA, it looks like the Dinu Because I promise. Usyk's win over Chisora gotta be more worthy than fucking Baghdon Dinu.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
Yo, don't Don King got a guy with a top ranked belt? I mean,
yeah, Trevor
with a
Bryan.
WBA belt.
Trevor Bryan is your regular champ. He right there.
I seen this guy, Mark Maury.
Really?
Yeah, I seen him before.
He changed the tires?
Yeah, I think he does. But
was the Australian cat?
Bro, this guy is muscle
the wash and
bound,
fold. Like, does he work at the wash and fold? Look, I Google Mike Maury and I get another guy, a filmmaker.
You got an old filmmaker.
I got a filmmaker. This guy's no boxer.
He was actually pretty aggressive. I seen him box a couple of journeymen.
You just watched the highlight reel on YouTube.
Yeah, that's all he is though. But I don't know how.
My man's nose look like it's been broken, big time. He's domestic. He ain't coming over here. And he's 39 from Croatia. This is what I'm saying, bro. It's never over in the heavyweight division. He gonna get a shot.
It's never over.
He's gonna get a shot. He's gonna get a shot. Oh my God! And that's a braid. He's wildin'.
He got a mohawk braid.
Call him the Viking. He put a braid in there. Oh shit! Did Rozeki beat him? No, this is a heavyweight, not a cruiserweight. My bad.
David Hay beat him.
Oh yeah.
2016 KO'd him in the first round.
Oh, that must have been Hayes tune-up.
Let's see who you fought.
First round, my man didn't even go past the first with Hay. Yo, Hay was that dude though. I was a Hay fan, man. Hay was walking around here with decapitated Klitschko shirts. They was big mad. Hay was the first troll in boxing. First troll.
Yo, I thought Chisora was wild back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. People thought Chisora was wild. Hay hit him his ass with a bottle. Boom, shut your ass up, man.
Yo, he hooked him twice.
I'm the real deal out these streets. Come up to me with that bullshit. He glossed me. Yeah, he glossed your ass. You better give me 3 feet, motherfucker. Hey,
let me tell you something.
Bro, I love Hay, and then he got in there and played me, man. He got in there and he ain't live up to none of that hype, bro. None of that hype.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Bro, he had me thinking he was really gonna like destroy one of the Klitschkos if he got his hands on him. Then he went in there and just like, he didn't just shit the bed. He just was like, wow. Yes, Raw Dog. All smoke and mirrors. That's what he was, man. It's so sad. Didn't you lose twice to Tony Bellew?
Yeah.
You're a disgrace almost. You bet. He is very lucky he got that cruiserweight run, man. And
he was on one leg.
Listen, twice? He lost twice to Bellew, bruh. He ain't even right that wrong, bruh. Like, and
now he's fighting some
was
YouTuber.
A specimen too.
No,
Hay was a
specimen. Millionaire.
Is it a millionaire?
A billionaire. I don't know. Some rich guy who fought on Triller for the first show that Triller had, you know?
Oh my God, that's what they got Hay doing. He better sleep this dude.
How
young is the dude?
No, the other dude is not young, but he's fit. He looks good. You know, he looks like he's been training and stuff. He got a lot of money behind him, so he has the resources. But David Hay, my brother, you better put him.
David Hay is so genetically an animal. Like, yo, even his son came out like that. He be training with his son. They both rip. It's crazy.
He looked like he was 25 the other day.
Bro, he's a specimen. For real, for real. I mean, if I was him, I'd consider selling some of that shit, man. I'd put that shit on the market, man. For real. For real. I mean, look, I'm a cruiserweight. What? He was undisputed or just unified? I know he was unified without a doubt. But maybe he was even undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and think about it. If I'm 42, David Hay got to be like 46. Still got a full head of hair with braids. Who the fuck still got braids at 40-something years old? My man don't even think.
Ness. That was my point.
His genetics crazy.
He don't even got his age on the box track.
Nah, that's disrespect to put his real age out there. He's fucking a Greek god.
A grown man with cornrows in 2021. Yo, he's a dangerous dude.
Only David Hay could get that shit off.
Yeah, and Pusha T.
David, I don't even know Pusha T. Pusha T never made it. Pusha T got his claim to fame after that one little where he aired out Drake's little, you know. He put out Adonis out there for the world. Like, that was his claim to fame.
Keyword aired out.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But David Haye, man, that's crazy. David Haye. What up, King Richard? I always wanted that Haye and Wilder fight, man. He talked so much shit, bro. And then look, he went and lost to
oh my gosh, no way, dude.
To
he would have fought Deontay Wilder, bro.
No, but listen, he had success with Wilder in sparring. That's why that fight had some momentum.
That was wet behind the ears, Wilder. That's not I'm a champ. I will thrash you, Wilder.
I mean, but
and he was being respectful too in that camp. And you know, even though that highlight came out of him like kind of putting Deontay in a little shaky leg, you know, inside stories is that, you know, Deontay, you know, started letting loose too. You know, he could have hurt him.
David always says from that sparring that you know that Wilder got some serious power, but obviously, you know, when it's talked about like Haye putting hands on Wilder. So that was something that they saying Haye is only 40. Lord, no wonder he doing his thing. Shit.
Oh, he's 40.
Fuck.
All right.
He better not. He might as well come back. 40.
And living the lifestyle.
He need to get that motherfucking belt. That's sad, man. To think about it, like I ain't even know. Like, wow, he lost twice to Bellew.
To Tony
Bellew better not come back. Like that's his claim. Cause Bellew, I've been watching Bellew all his life. He got slept by Adonis. I think they brought him in for an HBO fight, or Adonis went over there, or they fought in Quebec. I don't know. I know I watched him get slept at like 175 by Adonis. Like nothing. Like sleep. And then to see him like gain weight and actually have a nice, decent cruiserweight run and then move up and beat fucking David Haye 2 times. And then think about it. You know, he till date, maybe outside of Michael Hunter, Bellew is the last dude to really put hands on Usyk. Like, can AJ put as much hands on Usyk as Bellew? Bellew was having massive success in them first 3 rounds. Am I right or am I wrong?
He was, bro. I was actually like, wow, he's about to do this.
Yeah, he just got slept. He had us cheering like a mojo.
For real. I was like, man, he was like the ultimate underdog in that fight, even though normally he probably wouldn't have been, but you know, he
But
yeah, Oleksandr.
That's why, I'm sorry if I cut you. I'm just saying, this sport teaches you, man. I remember, I think Bellew also had a fight with Isaac Chilemba, right?
Isaac Chilemba?
I don't think it was a pretty fight either. And
13, that was 2013 he fought Chilemba.
Exactly. Did he win or no?
He had a unanimous decision, 12 round.
I know I got turned off. And it's not his fault because Chilemba's the boxer. I seen enough of Chilemba to know it's Chilemba's fault. But I was turned off, and I never, right there, that post fight, you would have told me, bruh, Bellew's gonna be a cruiserweight champ and fight at heavy. I would have been like, this dude is crazy. Whoever would have said that. So boxing is such a beautiful sport, man. You just never look like even with Ugas. I go back to that. That's gonna be like he really took the torch. Because it's the least expected dude to win that got the fucking win. So it's a story you could get behind. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Ugas got that shit off.
Bro, Chilemba, he fought Chilemba twice, too. Crazy. He wanted it back. They got a draw, and then they turned around and they fought again, and that's when he got the unanimous decision against Chilemba.
Man, he had a decent career. Like, in retrospect now, the little fucker had a decent career, man. But the David Hayes are the cherries on top, especially domestically, because Haye was Haye, man. Haye slept. Go watch Chisora Haye, bruh. Nobody still ain't beat Chisora like Haye. Nobody till date. Haye just put him out. I think it was a left hook, maybe. Just put him out. Like, yo. And
that was a fun lead up. That was a fun storyline. Him and Chisora were really making it really fun for the whole.
No, that thing, I don't even know if the whole Glossme part, because I think Haye interrupted Chisora's press conference for the Glossy. So I don't even think that's the build-up for that fight, but
that was just some organic shit that happened.
yeah, that shit was crazy. And that's what you got to love about the UK. My man didn't even go to jail for glossing somebody.
He glossed him.
All on camera.
That one.
All on camera, bro. Hit somebody with a bottle, like, boom. Right hooked him, I think it was with a bottle. Like,
yo, Tony Bellew fought BJ Flores. Shout out to Coach BJ Flores, man.
Yo, I seen that fight. That was, I think, his first cruiserweight fight. Matchroom brought him over for Bellew, man.
Wow.
BJ Flores, bro. What was BJ Flores is like, I mean, you know, he even lost to Bebu Shumanov, didn't he?
He did. And he also lost to Trevor Bryan in 2018.
Yeah, because he was with to the Don King, so they probably, his last fight probably went to Trevor Bryan and shit on the way out.
Still, though, he came up. He came up from cruiser.
You know, but he didn't have the run of a Bellew.
No, absolutely not.
Bellew's more declarated at this point, you know. BJ unfortunately he you know, I don't know, maybe he's an overachiever, right? Cuz I think he was in Contender. Maybe he was in the Contender, and you know, if you look at guys that's in the Contender, maybe BJ Flores is one of the most declarated to come out of there. You got Ishe that won a title.
John Molina. Molina, right?
What John Molina?
Junior? Didn't John Molina Jr. wasn't he on the Contender?
Really?
I
don't know. I don't know. I ain't saying you wrong at all. I'm not saying you wrong at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I thought John Molina Jr. was just like pedigree. Don't he got a father that fought? Like John Molina?
I could be wrong.
Yeah, do they call him the Gladiator?
That's John Molina Jr. That's the one we speaking of, but
yeah, he was on Contender, I think.
Okay, there you go, I mean.
Okay. Yo, but and one thing, the cruiserweight division is funny, man. It was a lot of like, look at, Cunningham, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's cats that you have to look at the cruiserweight division based on if them guys that we can remember fought each other. The Hooks, the Cunninghams, you know what I'm saying? The guys with disease that are silent in their names, them guys fought each other. Then, we got to give them a little bit of due for that. Cruiserweight is a very funny division.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's been a division that doesn't really get a lot of shine. Like even to Tabiti, look at Tabiti. He's with Mayweather, and obviously it could be argued that he didn't get the shine that people expected because he got slept by Dirt Tito's or whatever. But I mean, you just would figure that as a Mayweather fighter, you're gonna get some shine. Like, they could have made him. I don't get it, man. Doomy, I mean, bringing you into this conversation, obviously you've been doing now 5 to 6 different promoters. So you've been on the ground level watching, smaller promoters put on shows that are decent, bringing, different forms or fashion of streaming to make these fights accessible to people. So why is it that like Mayweather isn't doing this? Like, I mean, as Mayweather Promotions, I can see me walking to any casino and getting a site fee and saying, look, I'm planning on doing a Friday night series here. Are you in? I'm in. Cool. I need from you for every show X amount. Are you in? You're in. Cool. Walk away. Call more sponsors. Same way. Look, Mayweather's back in business every Friday. Because like, why isn't Tabiti a main event in Las Vegas? You know what I mean? Like, he's got so many fighters out there that you can move them regularly and keep them active the way that people are fighting in Atlanta every single weekend and they're being moved. Like, I'm not understanding, like, why are we waiting for television, especially as a Mayweather? You could literally make Mayweather.com a streaming service because of your name. Like,
I see what you're saying.
I'm not understanding not giving all. He's got a plethora of fighters that he's not giving enough shine to. You know, I mean, look at Ladarius Miller. When's the last time we heard of him or seen him? You know, what's the other guy? Kevin Newman? When's the last time we seen him? Linnell Bellows, last time we seen him. The one I'm talking about, Tabiti, when the last time we seen him? You know, like where's this fighters, bro? Like, it's so crazy to me. Like, I swear, I wish I was him. I would be putting on a show every single weekend. You know what I mean? Every weekend I could have a local show. You know, and why wouldn't I get the help? Like, I'm Mayweather. I can get so much help. Like, he could bring back Showbox. Honestly, he can bring back Showbox. He can tell Espinosa, look, I'm gonna give you these fights. Like, he's got another fighter like Alexis something, right? He's got like an Alexis that's like a bantamweight or something. He's got mad fighters. Y'all don't even know.
He got some young guys too, man.
Bro, he has so many fighters. I'm not understanding, like, what is up? Like, you got a whole city that's on your back. You could literally throw shows based off your name every weekend. He don't even got to show up. He don't got to show up.
If he wants to become active. I don't think Mayweather wants to be a promoter in the sense of, you know, making it happen or making the calls. I know the people around him, his team, could probably get into doing that and maybe, you know, have a conversation with Mayweather about what they're doing. But I think that pretty much is politics, right? Politics, boxing schedules. I mean, you know, Ness, you know, we've talked to some of the upper echelon of the amateur department, you know, USA Boxing, and then there's a schedule, you know, and once the dates are taken and schedule's full. But
that's my point, my brother. To eliminate schedules, you get your own Mayweather.com. I could go see Malik Warren, the King, a Calvin Ford fighter, fight for the next 8 months, once every month on Mayweather.com. I don't need
it's big man. I mean, look, if we're sitting at a table, let's say me and you are, you know what? I was watching Entourage the other day. I'll use that example. So remember when Ari Gold, you know, decided that you know, Terrence, the real owner of the PR company, was firing him, right? Mm-hmm. So before he left, he got a severance package or whatever, 10 million or whatever, and he went to go start his own PR firm, right? Terrence, the boss, didn't know that, so they got scared. They ended up calling a meeting with Ari Gold. It was like 10 heads of the whole Hollywood department. Anybody that represents anybody was at that table. And their main concern was, are you going to take any of my fighters? Are you going to take, basically, you're going to get it, you're going to dab into my pocket. So it's like, if Mayweather starts doing all this stuff, he's going to, you know, he can do it, but he's also going to shake up a few things in the landscape. So
how? He's Mayweather. He can't. You're a trendsetter. You don't shake up. You know, you're one of the big three. You know, like, it's Oscar, Top Rank, 4, okay? You know, he's probably the 4th man out of the big three. Eddie, Al, and Top Rank. Then you got Mayweather, you know, who some argue, you know, is part of Al, you know what I mean? All I'm saying is he's got enough fighters that he can do a main event every month in Las Vegas on a club level. You know, my good friend Richardson Hitchens can main event. That's not a problem. He can do one show. He can be a main event one day. I mean, when's the last time you heard of Sharif Bogaré fighting? You know, I mean, what about Maurice Ambitious Lee? When is he going to get a welterweight fight? You know, Malik Iceman Hawkins. When is he going to fight? You know, I'm just saying, he just signed Jalil Hackett. When is he going to fight again? There's a lot of fighters. You know, Louis Cooper Aries, he's coming off a big win, so obviously he's not looking for some club level shit, but you never know if he's be willing to main event. You know, some fighters don't ever get to main event. They always used to be in the B side. You know, I'm just saying, this television money here, he could literally bring back Showbox by using his fighters and finding B-sides for all his guys, you know, and bring that series back, you know. Badu Jack, when the last time he fought? He been fighting like on Dubai cards, Triller cards. Poor dude, like, come on, man. Like, I'm just saying.
He said Triller cards. He made money.
Tabiti, when the last time Tabiti fought? Vidal Riley signed to him. He had the whole Jake Paul, Logan Paul hype. signed to Mayweather and he just got iced. Like, yo, they need some new blood over there for real. They need some ideas. Like, they could go live to Mayweather. Look at his YouTube channel. They got like, his brother Jeff got like fucking 300,000 followers on YouTube. They could start doing fights straight to the channel. Like, they sleeping. Like, they just not taking advantage. I mean, Eddie's out here and what'd he do? He made Matchroom Media. He smartened up. Why these fuckers can't get smart? What Eddie do? He turned his backyard into a weekly fight. I'm not asking you to do nothing that the competition ain't already fucking doing. You understand? Like, you don't gotta turn your backyard into something. You Mayweather. You're Mayweather. Any casino gonna give you a site fee. Any casino. He was always in the hard rock. He could get the hard rock. MGM giving you Bugattis when you fight, they're gonna give you a couple $1,000. You mean, what's the budget? Really? You know, how much money do you really need per episode? Like, it's not that hard, man. I'm telling you, it's really not. Especially seeing it on that level, seeing what it costs for the opponents. You know, again, you Mayweather, the things that little promoters got to worry about, travel and lot. He getting a block of hotel rooms at the MGM. You don't think he getting a better rate than you and me? You don't think Mayweather getting a better rate than me and you? You don't think he getting a better rate than fucking a regular promoter?
You want him to do what we're doing on a bigger, obviously on a huger scale.
It's gonna be huger because it's him, but his fighters need it. There's dudes that we've never heard of. Who's Dorian Lavash Khan Jr.? Dorian Lavish Khan Jr.
Like that. They've always been moved a certain way. You know, it's always been the air of inactivity. But I guess I can definitely understand where you're coming from. You know, these fighters need a place to fight and they need to stay active. And why not this way?
Malik lost, right? Malik Iceman Hawkins lost to somebody, right? Mm-hmm. He wanted to fight Josh Taylor. He at 47. They got him listed at him and Maurice Lee could be fighting on the undercard of each other to then motherfucking main event on the card. Like I would see Ice Hawkins, you know, versus Maurice Lee. Lady Sean, you waiting for like a proper introduction over there?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Check one, mic. Check 1, 2.
Did you just say?
Yeah, I said that. Can you hear me? Is this mic good?
We hear you.
I told you
when
it got to be
that.
right here.
When you talk into the mic, when you.
Yeah, is it good?
That's good.
Perfect.
Yeah, you actually sound way better. Damn.
Do I? I can't tell.
We ready for that podcast now. Now you got the right voice. Yeah, okay. You can convert some. Yeah, you sound nice. Word.
Thank you. Hi guys.
Hi.
Did you guys miss me? You better say yes. Did you miss me? Chulo, did you miss me?
Yes.
Yes. Wagwan,
Wagwan, King. Daya. Everything Kappa.
Everything's Chris now. Yeah.
Everything Chris. Dummy, did you miss me?
Of course I did.
Okay. No, Dummy, we're gonna cut the British shit.
British.
We've got over that. I'm from the UK. We've got over that now, haven't we? Chulo, have we not got over that yet?
Are you telling me?
I don't even think you're from the UK.
Chulo, only Chulo's allowed to do it sometimes because he only does it sometimes. You kill it.
Are you saying that my British accent isn't any good?
That's not too bad, that one. But
Doomy, you want to be you
now
from the
that
UK.
Lady Shanty, I'm out. Goodbye. Bye, Austin. Have a good day.
Oh, shit.
Lady Shan turning up on an AJ show. Shock.
So, how do you feel about Anthony Joshua looking super slim or slimming down, should I say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how slim has he gone? Because he was slim. He slimmed down since Ruiz too. Is he slimmed down even more? Because for Pulev, he actually put on 3 pounds. And so has he shredded back down even more?
Don't ask me that question.
Damn,
Don't ask that question.
He shredded.
Well,
3
Usyk's
pounds.
bulking up. Usyk's bulking up.
Usyk, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He bulking up. I wonder if he gonna be slower now. Like he trying to.
Definitely.
I sent you them videos on the pre-pro Ness. I don't know if you checked them out.
I didn't.
Yeah, I sent you. When we were talking about him slimming, and Lady Shan. I don't know if maybe I'm mistaken, but I think that
channels. I can't share this. What you trying to do here? Cause problems?
Copyright strikes.
You trying to cause problems over here, man?
I mean, there's two. I don't know which was better. But
Well, Usyk's already started to slow down. Even if you saw when he fought Derek Chisora, he'd put on a few pounds just for that, and that had slowed him down. It's not gonna do him any favors. See, Anthony Joshua has pounds that he could shred and still be heavier than Usyk, and still Usyk doesn't carry the power from cruiser to heavy. It's just it's not a good idea. I think he should have stayed. Maybe put on a couple of pounds, but he should have stayed light so he could be on his feet, because he's gonna have to dance to avoid AJ.
The thing is this, even if he loses, this will be the biggest payday of his career. So, I'm sure he's planning on going back down to Bridgerweight. After he loses. Because, look, as the WBO Cruiserweight champ, you get an opportunity at one of the most lucrative fights in the heavyweight division. So, you just got to take that. Then you lick your wounds and you come back as a Bridgerweight champ.
Correct. Just go back down to Bridgerweight. Well, he was never there anyway. That's a new. I don't know. Do you think he will actually go to Bridgerweight, or I think he'll stay at heavy?
What are you gonna do at heavyweight?
Why are we acting like
AJ?
can't hurt AJ?
Because he can't.
He can.
So you're telling me if he can't stand and fight and trade shots?
No, he's not going to trade.
He can't have an Andy Ruiz moment?
AJ, hell no.
He can't, unfortunately.
Hell no. You tripping
Andy Ruiz is a proper heavyweight.
For real. Been a heavyweight his whole life.
His whole career.
My man was at the hospital at heavyweight.
Yeah, he was born a heavyweight.
Did Usyk fight heavyweight in the Olympics?
Jesus name.
No, AJ competed at super heavyweight.
Exactly.
Usyk competed at heavyweight, which is the equivalent to cruiser.
Okay.
Tell him, Shan.
So they've always, I'll tell him.
She knows everything.
I got my mic now.
She knows everything, AJ too. Nothing slips her with AJ. So.
Yeah, I'm just because of what's been going on in the boxing world, and everybody thinks they know what's gonna happen, and then it doesn't happen, and it's like maybe we got to take a look at this a little better. Maybe this is not just gonna be a wash, And even AJ is saying it. Even AJ is saying it. This is a 12-round fight.
AJ put down Charles Martin with a straight right. How he's not gonna put down this guy?
He's ready for a 12-round fight.
What's my man's name?
That's what's gonna.
Everyone's always. You have to be ready for a 12-round fight. That's you being professional.
Absolutely, I would take that any day. But what I'm telling you is that he's saying that he's ready for. He's saying it because he knows he's not. It's like he's not expecting to knock him out.
Okay, of course he is. He is. He's saying I'm prepared for a 12-round fight, but I'm gonna. He's not going to be. He's not bossy like Fury. I'm going to come in the ring and by round 4 I'm going to knock the dosser out. Usyk's going to go night.
Usyk beat Joe Joyce in the Emmys. That's the one I always confuse. I always thought that he could against. He
couldn't beat Joe Joyce now. Joe Joyce was much slimmer, trimmer. He was he didn't have the skills that he has now. Well, whatever, that's debatable. But he's such a big lump. Usyk couldn't beat Joe Joyce now. He could probably outpoint him. He could outpoint him. But with AJ is a boxer, puncher. It's different from a Chisora.
His way to a win, Lady Shan. Is your man's in them in danger right now? Can he win up? Can he outpoint AJ? Who's a better boxer, AJ or Usyk?
Usyk ain't beat what? At cruiserweight, he ain't no boxer at heavyweight.
Technically,
no. I didn't say if I say who's a better boxer, and I'm comparing a lightweight with a heavyweight. Who's the better boxer?
He's a better boxer, but you need the combination when you become a heavyweight. You need to be if you're going to be able to contend with the elite. You're going to have to be a better. You're going to have to be a good boxer, but you also have to have power. It's not tap. It's not tap in heavyweight. Tap. That's for the little. That's for the little guys.
Won all his fights with taps.
Yeah, but didn't you hear what I said? That's for the little guys. That's for the little guys. We don't really watch. Yeah, but we don't really watch heavyweight fights to see fucking 12 rounds.
I'm not saying what you want to see. game plan.
We don't usually see that because in the heavyweight division, it's not based on tap. It's based on knock you the fuck out.
Yeah, but that sounds good, but it doesn't necessarily mean because that's what you want to see that's what the game plan is going to be.
To me, in the 200 years that boxing's been around, heavyweight division is we want to see people. You're repeating everything the same way. I'm not disagreeing with you that we want to see a knockout in the heavyweight division. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with you. What I need you to understand is that just because the crowd and the 200 years the boxing's been around that we want to see knockouts, that still doesn't mean that that's what the game plan is going to be for either camp. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it sounds good, but doesn't necessarily mean that I have to win by KO. If I'm okay, well, he's going to win by KO. He's going to win by KO. AJ's going to win by KO. Usyk doesn't have any other option. AJ, like I said, he could still outpoint Usyk. I don't know why you're acting like that's impossible because the dude can box. He has a good ring IQ. So box and he can Usyk's only way to win is to try and run.
I mean, but he can outpoint him on the back foot and beat him.
He can't output. Listen, you can do that with a Chisora. You're facing the elite. If Usyk can outpoint Anthony Joshua and Anthony Joshua isn't capable of cutting off the ring dummy and fucking knocking out a cruiserweight, then he needs to retire. Then.
Shan.
You getting hard on your mans.
That's the landlord.
You being hard on the
landlord right now.
No, that's a fact. But what I'm saying is that's
hard?
a far cry that will happen.
Wait a minute.
He will cut off the ring and knock out Oleksandr Usyk. Fact.
Listen, but he didn't knock out a bunch of people. Like, it's like 2 people on his resume he didn't knock out that are actual heavyweights. I mean, but I get you. I like that you put in that pressure. Like, yo, if you can't knock out a cruiserweight, hang it up. But that's a bit brutal. Like, that's a little like extreme. Like, boxing isn't about knockouts. Like, you can just get a win. I mean, well, he ain't knock out Ruiz, who, he box and run, as he would say.
Nah.
Yeah.
Box 12 rounds.
No, there's 2 different runnings. There's Rico running, where you don't throw any points, you don't throw any punches, and you just run. And there's the sweet science where you stick and move. That's what AJ did in Ruiz too. So I didn't call that.
Hold on a minute. Let me see something. Hold on.
Did he impress you in that Klitschko fight, Fury? In his evasive skills, at least?
Nah. Boxed 12 rounds and ran. Don't respect that. As I always said, like, if I'm the king of Dubai in the olden days, and different empire comes to take my territory, you don't come and steal my treasure. That's what Fury done. I think he stole the belts from Klitschko in a sense. Like, he just boxed and moved. I know it's the art of boxing, but I always said that you come to slay the king. You look him in his face, and you take what's his. And that's what I think.
Slay the king. Slay. Yeah. Don't box and run.
But there's different. It depends what you call run. This is what I'm saying. And not every.
I mean, it's what he called it, right? Like, he said, slay the king. Like, he obviously didn't slay Ruiz.
Okay, but he obviously slayed Klitschko. He took Klitschko's neck off.
No, absolutely.
Head off his fucking neck.
Absolutely, but he's being a bit hypocritical.
Who else did that?
He's being a bit hypocritical.
Who else did that?
He's being a bit hypocritical.
Okay, who else did that?
That
took off his neck.
What was that cruiserweight from America that did it first?
I don't know. See, we don't know his name.
Was it
Hey?
No, the cruiserweight from America that beat Klitschko before everybody. What's his name?
Oh,
he's a legend. He's a legend.
That took off his head like that.
Chris Bird.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. The cruiserweight American. The cruiserweight American. The cruiserweight American.
We've seen AJ desecrate in the end Alexander Povetkin with scarlet fever.
Wow.
Confirmed scarlet fever.
Scarlet fever.
I had that.
Scarlet fever. My daughter had that.
Scarlet?
Scarlet. And that's confirmed. and he beat. Look how he beat Povetkin. Yeah, it was a tough fight.
He had what against? Who had Scarlet Fever?
AJ against Povetkin. He had Scarlet Fever.
My old friend.
I'm gonna get that tune on iTunes because I actually like it. Every time I hear it, it just reminds me of you now, Ness.
It sounds asylum.
It's so depressive. It's so depressive. Hello, darkness, my
It's
friend.
gonna be depressive for you, Lady Chan, when AJ can't knock out Usyk, man. I feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
I feel bad because you really think that it's gonna happen that way.
Of course he will.
Well, why do you think he can't knock him out? You tripping, dude.
Broski, this guy's too good, man.
You're a hater.
This guy is not touching the canvas,
Bro,
dude.
what do you
He's
mean
not.
too good, bro? Like this dude's
Scarlet Fever.
Look, I understand.
No, listen,
I understand that AJ right now is slimming down. He's preparing to get more cardio. He's doing the right thing.
Did you watch
You're
all
a
of
hater,
his
Dumi.
fights?
You're an AJ hater, and all you have to do is keep reverting back to the guy that you look like, Andy Ruiz.
That's right, big.
Dan called you
Viva
fat.
Mexico!
You look like Andy Ruiz.
But Dumi, did you watch his fights? Like, did you watch Usyk's fights?
Whose fights? AJ's?
Usyk's.
Usyk's? Yeah, I mean, in the heavyweight division, if that's what we're gonna stick to, I'm not gonna say I've his entire career.
No, but like in general, but because like you got to remember, we just said, you and I, that AJ's very good friend Tony Bellew was winning the fight before he got knocked out.
She capping and caping, good, because
Then
I am.
Then you gotta consider, Michael Hunter's very tight fight with Usyk, and then you got to say to yourself, is Michael Hunter and AJ on the same level?
No.
Is Tony Bellew and AJ on the same level?
No.
Is Tobias
Michael Hunter ain't on the
Minshew-
level of an AJ? You kidding?
Okay, so Michael Hunter is elite now, really?
What? You don't
He's
consider
Call
Hunter
him,
elite?
call him underdog.
Damn,
Michael Hunter is a good.
Yo,
did anyone just hear Dumi?
And he told me. He said to
Business
me,
doesn't
AJ,
allow some
he said,
big fighters
Tyson
opportunities.
Fury. He said Tyson Fury hit quite hard, and he said AJ was kind of like light on him, but he said, "Yeah, don't play with dude."
Yo, but Dumi just
Michael Hunter
said,
said it to me.
y'all ain't hear Dumi. He just said Michael Hunter and AJ on the same
On
level.
the same level. That's why I just chose to.
Underdog.
That's why I just.
Yo, Michael Hunter.
Alexander,
when you say
casual
things like
fan
that, it sounds like
lioness.
you don't know anything about boxing. When you say stuff like that, I'll ignore you and pretend that you sound like you don't know anything about boxing.
I know boxing.
That someone is
I know
a
fighting.
No,
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
not nada.
I know fighting. And Michael Hunter is an elite fighter.
You know nothing. Right now,
And whoever out there doesn't think Michael Hunter is an elite fighter.
You're the only one, Jimmy. You're the only one. To the left and 4 rows
Let me
back.
tell you something. Michael Hunter is an
To
elite
the left
fighter.
and 4
But we're
rows
gonna keep
back.
it on Usyk. We'll keep it on Usyk. Usyk's about to give your boy.
But
your
what we're
boy
doing is
a lot
we're
of
kicking
trouble.
you out the VIP room right now. We're kicking you out. You're not with us. You can't
It's
sit us.
okay.
Can't
I'm
with
at
us
the top of the mountain alone.
Yeah. To the left and 4 rows back, sir. Thank you.
Listen, I'm going to come back around, cut the line, and I'm going to be right at ringside. Listen.
Security.
Usyk is a great boxer. And Anthony Joshua, as of late, he's shown that he has trouble with guys that, that can move that much.
Since Andy vindicating himself from Andy Ruiz, what improvements have you not seen them?
No, well, the improvement that I did see when he fought Andy was that he did, change the game plan. He wasn't a guy that's, just decided to sit on his ass and say, I'm coming back for a knockout. He actually made the game plan that was necessary to secure his victory. But again,
Pulev, moving on. Go on, next fight.
Where's the Canelo soundbite? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm about to. Yo, listen, this is you.
You are horrible.
You think Anthony Joshua's going to KO this guy?
She said you're a horrible commentator.
Horrible.
You're going to be wishing on a star for that KO.
She coming for you, bro. You better get aggressive, man. She's got you on the ropes, bro.
You be seeing stars soon, do me. Curry on.
What does Anthony Joshua do better than Usyk?
Everything. The
What's
end.
everything?
Let's move along.
Unify the heavyweight
because
division.
because you said something so silly, I can't even engage in conversation. You said Michael Hunter is at the same level of Anthony Joshua. Michael Hunter isn't even at the same level as Dillian White, and it's too. Let's move along. Go ahead.
I mean, that could be argued. Dillian White lost
Yeah,
to a
it could
guy.
be argued.
Dillian White lost to a guy that people felt
it could be argued, but Dummy's capping, so I can't do when it comes to. I can't do when people do not put respect on AJ's name. I shan't have it. I won't have it. I shan't.
Landlord. Listen, everybody knows.
No, we don't want you in our team.
He's
No,
my
you're
guy.
not standing with the landlord. He's not your guy. We don't want. He doesn't want you to be his guy. It's okay.
No,
you're not allowed. You're not a no one hundo. He's not your guy. We don't want you to be our guy, and we're quite fine where we're at on our side. You stay where you at. Because he can watch this and see that you was chatting shit, saying that Michael Hunter is as elite as him. And
everybody expects.
Cool. Yeah, you love that. Cool. Everybody expected that. AJ isn't 43 years old, by the way.
Don't knock this guy out. He's losing.
Okay, coolio. Okay, but he will knock him out, do me.
So you're going.
And when he knocks him out, I'm going to come back on the show and laugh, and I'm going to have a soundbite.
I want you to.
Every time you talk, I'll just press the button and it will laugh over you for the whole show.
Are you picking Usyk by decision though, or are you just trolling?
Now, honestly, I'm starting to think that I'm going to go with Usyk, man, and it's sad because I've stuck by AJ.
Shad has to relax.
And the TBV world knows that I've stuck by, but AJ got to go above and beyond, man. I don't know if he's going to be able to move as much as Usyk, and Usyk has the ability to, read you so well. If he sees that your gas tank is leaking just a little bit, he turns up the pace. So I don't know, dog. This whole let me tell you something.
The chat is saying that you're very negative. You are.
Made me think different, man. I gotta stop being so glamorized with these guys and just stick to my knowledge of what I know in fighting.
You know nothing, clearly.
Okay. It looks like Usyk is a plus 225, and the over under is minus 130 over the 9th. So I don't think they think it's they don't think it's going to the decision. And they got Anthony Joshua is actually a minus 275. So bet 100 on AJ, bring home 375.
Get to the super chats.
It's kind of tight though. It is kind of tight. You bet 100 on. Excuse me. You bet 100 on AJ. You ain't bringing no 325. You got to bet 275 on AJ just to make
to get 100.
Yeah, just to make 100.
To make 100.
That's so if I place $100 bet on Usyk, how much am I getting?
100 on Usyk, you make
1.2 million.
You make 325. 1.2 million. Yo, so the super chat is from Zeno Grid, who says, AJ finna wash Usyk. I love all the new hosts. Love emoji or heart emoji. And Otis.
Appreciate you, champ.
You know who's Otis? He says
Biscuit?
AJ ran like Rigondeaux against Andy Ruiz.
No, he didn't.
Ooh, what happened?
Rigondeaux ran and didn't throw any punches. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Why your boy was running? Ain't he supposed to be KOing cats?
Ain't he the landlord?
He couldn't.
How you running from the tenants?
You saw when he tried in one of those rounds, tried to trade with Ruiz.
Why the
Ruiz
landlord
caught him again.
his house is boarded up?
Why have you the landlord? You running from the tenants?
Because sometimes you gotta let the shit go into foreclosure, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you move on to the next property.
Move on to the next property. That's tell them, King.
Tell them.
Let's go.
Tell these haters.
Y'all ganging up on some Caribbean shit. Y'all ganging up on some Caribbean shit.
Let my man Ken Stone tell you how it is, man. AJ knows how to lose. Usyk still got that O.
Man, you crazy.
Man, so what? Because AJ lost.
I can't even believe people really picking Usyk, man. Like, why y'all really picking Usyk?
They're thinking like he's some god out here. Like, hallelujah. No, it's not that.
Nah, he ain't that.
It's not that. We saw him do Chad Witherspoon. That was a shit fucking
fight.
Account. Then we seen Derek Chisora, who has no gas tank, is a glorified journeyman. And then that gave him a bit of problems when he felt that liver shot and you saw his skin wail up. He was like, right, I'm out of here. Box on the outside. You can't do that with Anthony Joshua. You can do that with Derek Chisora because Derek Chisora can't box. He's a brawler. This is what I'm saying. So when Anthony Joshua, when he feels that he's just going to be able to, he can't keep AJ at the end of a jab. That's not working. Not saying that it's not going to be a different feat for AJ. Don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is, guys going to bed. Buenas noches.
Usyk. And look, everybody's counting on Usyk just to be on his back foot.
He will be. He cannot afford to train.
He's gonna stand and fight. He's gonna bring it to him, bro. If I'm in his corner and I see Andy Ruiz was able to hurt this guy, a smaller guy can hurt this guy. Obviously, the weight is there, but
Usyk wasn't even hurting cruiserweights, champ. Like, stop.
But he's putting on weight.
But you're saying smaller guy, a shorter guy, not necessarily a smaller guy. A shorter guy.
You tripping, man.
Usyk's resume. Andy Ruiz has mad fast. Well, that Andy Ruiz is mad fast hands.
Honestly,
Andy Ruiz has got the greatest, fastest, one of the fastest hands in heavyweight.
All I'm saying is what works against AJ,
honestly, man,
and I expect the Usyk to use some of that.
Honestly, outside of Michael Hunter, I'm talking about after the Michael Hunter win for Usyk, AJ beats everybody on Usyk's resume in the same night. And I know that's like a bit of an exaggeration because boxing,
I know what you mean.
Boxing won't allow it, but I literally mean that. Like, I literally mean if AJ did this in fight camp, he'd beat Marco Huck. He'll beat Marco Huck. He'll beat Bridius. He'll smack the shit out of Gassiev. Tony Bellew would obviously take a Malik Scott dive.
Fuck up Lawrence Okoli, even though he's a new one. He'd be out.
Chaz Teaspoon, he'd be having his tea ready to stir with the teaspoon. Like, there's no one on there. Like, this is not even resistance for AJ. Like, Chisora.
You know what you got to do? You got to put the M. Bison hat on AJ. You know what I'm saying? And just let him run through them cats. You know what I'm saying? Like at the boss stage. You know what I'm saying? With my Street Fighter fans.
Yeah, man.
Icing on him. Bro. He's chinny, man. He can get clipped.
This is what makes me laugh. He got done with an equilibrium shot, with a temple shot. Nothing to do with his chin.
I mean,
most people would drop or would be scrambled because of that. Is Muhammad Ali chinny?
Yeah, it's the same
Mike Tyson chinny.
Listen, same place Wilder got hit.
Was pressed, whether it was in the chin or behind the ear.
Okay, so
it was the same place Wilder
Ryan
got
Garcia
hit, man.
chinny? Would you class Ryan Garcia chinny?
Well, yeah, he took a shot.
Why is Ryan Garcia chinny? Why?
Because when he got hit with a good shot, he hit the deck.
So that makes you chinny. That makes you a chinny.
Listen, it depends on the shot. I mean, we could sit here and argue about that, but I've seen guys in boxing take super
about that. We won't sit here and argue about that because you know why? The more I say that these guys in this game, they have a good chin, and other guys that don't. No, there's some guys that
Hold on.
Are you with me?
Listen, y'all cannot talk over each other. One person at a time.
Getting on my nerves.
Finish. Let Doomy finish, then you talk.
Motherfuckers.
Getting on my nerves.
Yeah,
you always get emotional when AJ's the topic of the show. You got to learn to keep your cool.
He's just getting on my nerves when people say any fighter that gets dropped, even if it's not AJ, it's just like the weakest thing to say. It's just like the casualist thing to say. Oh, he's chinny. So Muhammad Ali's chinny.
Yeah, but I think.
See, Muhammad Ali would get hit with super hard shots, and he
still went down at times.
But
sometimes
y'all all talking over each other again, one at a time, ladies and gents.
Let me help y'all out. I think sometimes who knocks the person down that makes us think the guy's chinny.
Yes.
So when Warrington drops Garcia, it's like, oh, he's kind of chinny. When a man drops Jacobs, we say, oh shit, Jacobs might be chinny. If you're getting hit by a puncher or a top tier fighter, that's just, the breaks. It's the hurt business. But when you get hit by a certain guy and you go down, you be like, yo, that dude's chinny. That's what I think the issue is.
So King Amin, so Ryan Garcia, with that analogy, he's chinny because
I would class him as chinny.
Because who did he fight? Who was he fighting?
Luke Campbell.
Josh Warren.
Luke Campbell.
Luke
Campbell is not a puncher, not known as a puncher. So if you go down from a punch by Luke Campbell, you're chinny.
It's horrible.
Right here.
If you go down from a punch from Vladimir Klitschko, are you chinny?
To this day.
Okay.
We got a cash app from DR who says, just some love for my TBV fan. For sure. Fist emoji. But thank you, DR. Sent that cash app via NSGTO, saving that 30% rake from YouTube. Don't forget, Border Wars show tomorrow, Wednesday, 7 p.m., September 18th, is going down, Watertown, Wisconsin. The biggest card we have yet. Don't be square. Be there. You can't buy a ticket. Make sure you click it right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where we will be streaming the fights live. Doomy will be in the ring as a referee, where you don't have to worry about whether or not he's judging. As you can see, you know, he's picking.
I hope not. I hope Doomy's not judging.
Nah, he's reffing.
God. Jeez.
A word?
Final round fight.
Damn.
Like I was saying, your man Usyk is a real
Not my
danger.
man.
You know that's your man's in them.
Why is he my
You know
man?
secretly you know that he has a shot.
Why is it my man? Why is
You
he
know,
my man?
'cause you
AJ's mine.
Because
That's
you fear that this is a fight where he could lose by points. He could be outpointed on this. The other guy's faster. He's slicker. I don't know. I just want to open the eyes. Look, AJ's my guy, but
no,
I gotta open the eyes of the TBV fam to the real danger that we're having here. I think we made a mistake with how we looked at the Manny Pacquiao Ugas fight. And I know it's totally different circumstances.
Totally different.
But
anyway.
But you gotta look at the real danger.
No, you're just being a hater. It's cool. Everybody can say that I'm emotional.
Usyk never
You know what
lost.
it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. Because he's been at one weight category. When he goes up, let's see if he never loses. Let's see. It's different. Everything is contextual. I'm fed up of people just chatting shit because it fits their narrative to chat shit about someone else. Yeah, take that off. I don't like it.
Go. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, I'm serious. You got the serious bitch today now.
I'm gonna say this though.
And that's why Beth likes me on the AJ shows because he knows this is fucking outcome.
Can I say this? I'm like double dutching right here. I'm waiting to get my turn to jump in. I just want to say Wilder got hit with the same shot. He went down. You know what I'm saying? Like when Fury landed that overhand right, it landed on the top of his head. He went straight down, and he never looked the same after that. Equilibrium shots are equilibrium shots, you know. But to say that is AJ chinny, I don't think you're not within your right to say that. He's been down by other fighters, right? Vlad put him down, and Andy put him down.
Pretty sure that one was on the chin.
Dillian put him down too, right? Didn't Dillian put him down?
No, Dillian didn't drop him. I think Povetkin dropped him, right?
Dillian dropped him too?
Did you say
two in that brawl?
Did you say no or yes? Because I didn't get the accent there.
I don't think Dillian dropped him. He nearly dropped him. No, Dillian didn't drop him. I think Povetkin dropped him.
Povetkin dropped him?
No, Povetkin dropped AJ.
No, you chatting
He
shit.
did.
You chatting
No, he
shit.
did. Dillian definitely didn't drop AJ.
I think it was Dillian and not Povetkin.
No. No, Dillian didn't drop him.
Your man's like to touch the deck. He like to see how the canvas feel.
You're going to see how the canvas feel when I see you do me. So get well acquainted. Get well acquainted.
He's like Gladiator. He likes to pick up the dirt, rub it in his hands, you know, see what he fighting.
That's what we like to do because we're gladiators from the UK. Yeah, we does it.
Yo, super chat from Riff King who says, you know who's chinny? Do me with all these knockdowns Lady Chan gave him. AJ in 3.
I've moved along.
Yeah, do me out here looking like Chris Algieri.
Hey, yo, at least you getting up. And that's another argument to add to that argument. Guys like Chris Algieri, guys like Felix Tito Trinidad, they get knocked down, but they get up. Some of them finish the fight. Trinidad would knock you out when you knock him down. So, like, do you still consider a dude that gets knocked down and back up and finishes a fight chinny?
I don't. But hey.
No, I know you don't.
Any fighter, it doesn't matter if AJ. If you get back up, that shows fucking heart, and you win. wild.
Absolutely.
Yo, is that
The canvas.
We know AJ's weakness, man. I mean, and that's pretty much
What's that?
pointed it out. Anybody gets hit in that side of the head is
If I come and punch you in your mouth, dummy, you will go
eat
down.
that with some salt and pepper.
If
Punch
I
him
punch
in the
you in your mouth,
Punch
do you
him in
think
his
you
mouth.
would go down, dummy? If I
Salt,
punched you in
salt
your
and
mouth,
pepper, I'm eating that up.
do you reckon? If I punched you in your mouth,
Nah,
you
you
wouldn't
gotta
go
hit-
down.
you gotta
If I
hit the
punched
brick.
you in the side of your head, you wouldn't go down. You wouldn't feel
You gotta hit
confused.
my brick. I got the
All
John
right,
Travolta head thing
we'll
going.
see then. When
I got
come
a
through,
super
we'll see.
chat. I got a super chat.
We'll see.
This is a funny one. Ken Stone says AJ and Khan share the same chick and chin.
I saw that one. I'm laughing because my TV monitor is here. So when I look that way,
You got to talk into the mic. What you say, Lady Shen?
yeah, I saw that when my TV monitor is in front of me. I saw that super chat. That's quite funny. That's Bants. It's true. Maybe it's true.
Yo, shit. Bants. Oh, shit. Isn't that today? Lord have mercy. Let me see.
Yeah. No, Canopy. I am fighting, dummy. It's on.
Oh, word?
Dummy, yeah. Canopy said, "Relax, Shan. You're not fighting nobody." How do you, Canopy? Do you know me? Do you know what how I've got down here?
You know.
Don't
I
let me have to reel off my record.
Yo,
It's
all
not
my
that
UK brethren, like yeah, I gotta roll with chop, man. I can't be seen by Lady Shannon
Oh, I
in the
said
UK and shit. I
Wednesday.
gotta dodge punches
got
coming in my back of my head now and shit.
No. It's only when I come to America it's on site. But when you come here, I look after you. When I come to America, I'll beat you up. But when you come here,
Yo, listen, the British tried it one time, it didn't work. All right.
that's awful. Just for that, I'm going to beat you up when you come to the UK now.
Listen,
Awful.
I just for your sake, I hope that Usyk doesn't beat AJ.
Just
'cause
for
I'm gonna
hope for
be
your
extremely
sake that you
sad.
don't meet me physically, do me. Just for your sake as well.
Listen to
How
me.
about that? Listen
okay.
to me.
Listen,
Listen to me.
I'm taking on all sauce. All right?
I'm firing on all cylinders right now. I don't care what you've got to say. I what I'm saying is the reals.
Oh
What
my
you're
God!
saying
Look
is
at this, Otis. Hold on. Lady Chan, this was for you. Shout out to Otis Biscuit, who says, "Didn't Joey DeWaco drop AJ?" Yo, shout out to Joey DeWaco,
I
Chan.
mean, but that was a rumor. That's a rumor. Hasn't been like verified, and DeWaco refuses to admit it.
Our interviews with DeWaco, and I know Ness, you're one hell of an interviewer. You know that he was insinuating.
I mean, he laughed it off. Actually, DR was mac and cheese. Okay, mac and cheese, what it do?
George Foster, I will not delete my YouTube channel if AJ loses. Silly. I didn't delete it when he lost before, did he? Did I?
Hey, yo, Jesse.
Shan, all talk and no walk. Can it be? Oh, Lord. If you only really knew who I was back in the day, if you really did know. The Metropolitan know. They know.
They're trying to draw you out, Shannon.
Let's keep it normal. Let's keep it normal because you don't know me from nowhere.
He got timed out. I keep telling you don't gotta address people in the chat.
Yeah, I know, but it's just sometimes you have to
leave it alone.
You have to shut niggas down. I told you that, Ness. Shut them niggas down.
Yo, Jesse, why you trying to start up some ish? Hey, yo, Barbie, you hear how she's talking to your man? Do I see another Border Wars man? That's my lady. Border Wars main event.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Barbie. Your man's going down.
Down.
Yo, guys, listen. I know
back in the day, not today. But you know what? Sorry, Cannabis, you're the most annoying creature that God has created. Stop addressing me. Because you've got a wrench, it means nada. Stop addressing me. You're annoying. And if you continue to address me and come in my comments as well, I'm just going to block you.
Wow.
I don't have to prove what back in the day. You don't know me. You don't know where I've come from. You don't know my life. I fuck people up.
Whoa. Yo,
anytime, any place, anywhere.
She said I fuck people up.
To this day.
Yo, you crazy, Shan.
Listen, guys, we talked a lot about Anthony Usyk.
Yo, you need to find out, can we fly you out for Border Wars, man? We only got 18 plus 6, or is it, how many days in this month?
30? One?
Nah.
How many days left?
Yeah, and this month, 7 days, I think, left, right? So that gives us 3 weeks, man, and some change.
You know how the stipulations are. Is you need the $2,000 for me to stay back in a quarantine hotel, and that's like $3,500 where you convert that into dollars alone.
It's pounds over there. It's 2,000 pounds.
Yeah.
My
that's
God.
a lot.
So to fly me out, even though I am worth it, you're looking at about 5 racks. It's wild.
Nah, you would pay your own flight. If I'm paying the quarantine, I ain't paying the fucking flight too. Get out of here. Crazy.
Paying everything. You paying everything.
You nuts.
Yeah. You paying everything.
You just ain't coming there.
I just staying there. I just be staying there.
You're gonna be bored on September 18th.
You staying in the U.S.
Canelo not even fighting on that day.
You ain't going back to no $5,000 quarantine. The hell? That's crazy, bro. Bro, they're basically shutting down travel to like 90% of the world. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Nah, but you don't even gotta come back. You got family over here. You might as well stay over here for a little while. You got family all in the U.S.
I'd have to go to Jersey.
You from Jersey?
Newark.
Oh, look at King. I mean, like, oh shit.
That's where I stay. My sister's there.
Where in Jersey? That's where Doomy from. He can pick you up at the airport.
West Orange.
Oh, you bougie. You bougie. You bougie. Who your sister married to? Ja Rule?
No, Ja Rule.
He said Ja Rule.
You know Ja got a house in
West.
Her sister married to Enrique.
You up the hill in West Orange?
Yeah, we're on I can't tell you, it's a drive.
But up the hill.
Yeah, we are up the hill. Yeah.
So I can't tell you.
Yo, your sister married to Enrique?
No, because Enrique Iglesias.
I wonder if have you and Enrique been on the show together?
Who?
You and Enrique been on the show together?
No, is that the one? Is that the one that was on the other night?
That's funny, because what if your sister's really married to Enrique?
No, what if my sister's really not? Because I know who my sister's married to.
Oh.
But
I know who my nephew's in.
You don't know Enrique's real name.
Oh, I know.
And you never seen him. And you never seen him. And I know, like the community knows that Enrique's wife, who is now his, but whatever. She's what are you again?
Caribbean, right?
She's
Venezuelan.
No, you're not Venezuelan. You are Venezuelan, but you're also
Jamaican.
Okay, no.
Dominican.
I think his is
I thought Barbados or some shit.
Oh, is it Barbados?
I don't know. Okay. We'd have to get in touch with Enrique.
That's funny. My sister.
You got a nephew named Rico? If you got a nephew named Rico, then Enrique is your sister's husband.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
No.
Yeah.
But Enrique lives in West Orange.
Talking about
Enrique
people in the chat don't understand what we're talking about.
That's all right.
Like,
They ain't supposed to.
Let me tell you what my man Hell Rel has to say about you. Super chat. Who the hell is this female bully? Laughing emoji. Get in the ring and swing, my baby.
Nah, she ain't a fighter. She ain't a fighter. She says she ain't a fighter. She's a writer for myself and others.
Lots of people say Jake Paul fighter.
Neff said it. Neff said she's not fighting. Remember, Neff said this to you. She's not fighting. She's commentating. Remember, he said this. Stop trying to draw me out. Like, I'm trying to lead a better life.
I mean, even though for the right price, she might fight because, she's a YouTuber and that's what's going on these days. YouTubers getting big contracts. So,
could you imagine? Everyone would want to fight me and try to beat me up. That'd be wild.
Tomorrow I'm actually, you should come back tomorrow. I'm having, I think they're both, I'm going to just say Caribbean. I don't know where exactly. Definitely.
Are they from the UK?
Yeah, the boxing bands. You heard of them?
You tried to get them on the show the other day, didn't you? But it was like 3:00 in the morning, so they weren't away.
Yeah, so I had scheduled it for Wednesday, and I thought it was actually today, and I checked, and it's tomorrow, I believe. So, yeah, they'll be on tomorrow.
Call you on tomorrow. Guys, we talked a lot about Joshua and Usyk and the possibility that AJ might get chipped up. But, Lady Champ feels otherwise, and I understand it. So I'm just going to segue over to Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Like, it's happening this week. And the undercard nest you said was sounding good, so I was like,
Oh yeah, let's read it, yo. All the information's in the description. Very, very. First of all, with the commentators, bro. Like Brian Custer's gonna be hosting the telecast, and then special guest Logan Paul. You know, they really thought about this one from a marketing standpoint. So they got Logan Paul as a special guest commentator. Then some champion from the MMA that you probably know from Bellator named AJ, not to be confused with Anthony Joshua, McKee. And then this was really cool, right? Like that lady, she's going to be calling it alongside Mauro Ranallo and Al Bernstein, which is kind of typical. But they added the twist of, I guess, internet sensation, right? For the MMA world, Ariel Helwani, who's going to be special guest analyst ringside, handling the in-ring post-fight interviews as well. So that's big for him, and congrats to him. You know, I mean, she's just blown up. Then you got Barstool Sports. El Presidente Portoni, he's going to be on the telecast as well. These dudes have sponsored the event, and they are the official sports book. I didn't even know Barstools had a sports book, and that's how they are getting the word out there, by fucking partnering with this fight. So I never watched their podcast, so I'm not gonna act like I did. But I did want to mention that Barstool's linked with them because it's big for Barstools. It shows that they got that marketing dollars now, and how far they come, right? Like, because
Barstool's got their own little border wars thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But look how far they've come. They're fucking around trying to get a TV deal. Like they've sponsored a Showtime pay-per-view.
They're huge, bro.
And they're gonna have their own desk. They're gonna have their own desk. It's a unique and fully integrated sponsorship from Barstool Sports Book, the official sports betting partner of the event. In addition to the exclusive category sponsorship and in arena and telecast branding. That's huge for them. Barstool Sports will have a branded desk on the set, in the arena, and on Barstool's two most popular personalities, whoever the hell Pernoni is and Big Cat, host sports betting segments throughout the telecast. So they're going to be going to them to give you betting advice during the telecast. That's huge for them. Like I mean, obviously, I was about to say you can't pay for that type of marketing, but they did pay for that type of marketing by partnering and sponsoring. But damn, just imagine to have the money to fucking do that and put your podcast on the map like that. Like, they killed it. That was like
They're
murder.
huge.
That was murder right there, man.
Congrats.
They're huge, dog. So what, we talked about it. Yo, Montana Love back in action against Ivan
and he's
Baranchyk?
on the undercard. That's a great fight versus Ivan Baranchyk. Baranchyk is not an easy fight, so this is going to be good for Montana Love. He's going to have to show not only stamina, but skill. He's going to have to pivot a lot. Baranchyk is going to bring all types of pressure. You know what I mean? So that's a good fight. You also got the return of the real deal. Amanda Serrano defended her titles against super bantamweight world champion Yalmel Mercado from Mexico. That's right, in a co-featured bout. You know, so it's not a bad undercard, right? They also got
Tommy Fury.
It's funny, TNT. Some names like surnames in Spanish when someone an English speaker hears it, it sounds quite quite a great name, and then when you translate Mercado, it's just market, right?
If you literally translate it, yeah. But I think for Hispanics, they listen to Mercado. The first thing that comes to mind is Walter
Mercado. Yo, that started to feel like Ness. That was Ness's freaking highlight and shit when mom was watching TV and shit. It's him passing by the TV and Walter Mercado.
Yo, and the thing is, I watched like a documentary or something on Walter. My girl was watching it and I watched it, and it's just like, yo, Walter, man,
They did him dirty.
They did him dirty, but he still had a beautiful life. You know, obviously, when he didn't know he was getting robbed, he was living that life. And then he found out he was getting robbed, so it got bad because he had to fight for his name and all that stuff. But, like, he still lived that life, bro. Like, huge. He was huge. He was huge. Like, they was treating my man like a prophet.
Yeah, bro. Literally, dude. Like he was like that. He had that type of power.
He was out there killing it, man.
Bro, when his little segment would come on, Pisces, tú hoy vas a hacer esto, and then he would move into the next zodiac. Libra, hoy es la fuente de la luz tuya.
Yeah, yo, he was so, and that's the thing. He was flamboyant before flamboyant was a thing.
It was out,
and that's why he blew up. Like my man had the crazy outfits. But listen, we was talking about Dubois accidentally. Not realizing he's on this undercard with Joseph.
He's on the undercard. I told you that. I told you that last week.
We talked all about his fight, not knowing he's on this undercard. So that's good news. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. We don't. In the UK, for us in the UK.
No, it's a tune-up. Yeah, it's a tune-up. We said that.
Yeah, but it's on Triller. That's why we're like, this is.
You guys got to pay, right?
No, this is Showtime. Maybe Triller for you guys.
No, he's on Triller. No. For us, it will be on Triller. We don't have Showtime, so. If you want to watch that card, you'll have to tune in via
that is crazy.
Which none of us will be, by the way. I won't be.
That doesn't make sense, though. Normally, when Showtime has a fight, Sky picks it up or BT picks it up.
Not this time.
And if they're
not interested.
The rights.
And if they don't pick it up, usually Fight TV provides viewers.
Yeah, maybe Fight TV may have it.
Because Triller seems so strange. Yeah, you're not talking into the mic. And I don't understand, why would it be Triller? I don't even see anything about. I'm gonna have to go check my email. I didn't see the association with Triller.
Didn't they make a deal with Jake Paul?
Nah, man, he signed a Showtime.
Showtime, okay.
Yeah. I think something is linked with Jake Paul and Triller though as well though. I don't know what it is.
His last fight was on Triller, and based off those numbers, Showtime snatched him up.
I just think,
but they snatched them both up. They snatched them both up because.
James Hunt said it's on BT. Yeah, because Dubois with
that's
Frank
what
Warren.
I'm telling you. I was about to be shocked that Showtime wouldn't sell the television rights fee to one of these major networks. Like,
how much is it? Does any of you guys in the chat know how much it is? Is it pay-per-view or is it free on BT?
Triller is not Fight TV. Triller is not Fight TV, but they have been acquired by Fight. But I mean,
Triller, we get a lot of you guys' fights on Fight TV.
Triller isn't Fight TV, but they did acquire Fight TV. I got the official press release. They're still Fight TV.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
This fight's happening in Cleveland, Ohio, man. Shout out to Marcus Hall. This is gonna be.
I'm sure you didn't hear me yesterday. You know I was going to this fight.
What happened?
¿Y qué pasó?
I booked my flight. I thought I found the $49 round trip. I was all excited. Yeah, I was going to Cincinnati. It's 4 hours away from Cleveland. I'm like, man, I ain't going to this shit.
I thought he was gonna go see Broner.
Let's go to Cincinnati for the trip. Why not? You take your missus and have a good time.
Nah, I always fly Southwest, so there's no cancellation fee. I just got my money back, and then I ended up getting hired. We're going to do Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
We're gonna go to the beach.
Better off then.
Yeah, go to the beach. I'm bringing my swimming shorts this time.
Word, man.
You're gonna take pictures and you're gonna put it on your Instagram so I can see it and put laughing emojis.
Hell yeah.
You better look good. You better look good in those shorts.
Man, listen.
I'm no AJ.
Yeah, you don't have to.
We all right now.
I'm more like Chisora and Bermain Stavern these days, man.
Bruh.
Okay. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Dipping.
Now, I mean, I'm definitely not Chisora with Caldwell. No David Caldwell Chisora. Forget all that.
Bro, Lady Shan said it best, bro. I'm Andy Ruiz right now.
No, not your body. You really. I keep looking at you, and you really remind me of Andy Ruiz in the face. I know your body. I haven't seen it.
Never.
I got Canelo too.
I can't believe you said face.
In the face. He does.
No. Listen, Ruiz. Google right now. This is your keyboard. Google Marat Gaziev.
Yo, you wrong.
And then Google. Then Google that. Then Google the Better Beef, and then Google the MMA guy.
That's too many people now.
No, that's 3.
Why y'all roasting me
It's
live?
3 of them. It's only
Just
3.
tell me just tell me one person to Google. The first one.
The one that Usyk for. I'm about to screen share since I got it right here. We got
This one is better beef because Doomy's got the better beef beard. He's got the better beef
No, I
beard.
come from the Khabib Nurmagomedov clan.
Khabib. He's Khabib and he's Arthur Beterbiev.
Why you talk like this? I will put you in guillotine.
Hey, Doomy, let me get Italian cheesesteak and a kill breast.
God dang. You put me at the chicken shack shit. Yeah, shout out to all my Muslim brothers.
Yo, let me get to some of these callers, man. Let me get to some of these callers real quick. You know what time it is. Shout out Big Rig Trucking Agency as always.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
Yo, you know we forgot to say that they're going to have Jimmy Lennon. He's back doing the, it's showtime.
He's doing the Tyron Woodley card?
Yeah, man.
Nice. Nice. Well, we don't got no super chat, so there's only one question.
Yo, $59.99. That's another reason. That's another reason why I wanted to bring this up. Like, yo, this is cheap, man. This is the first of its kind, right? Do we remember? Do we remember any other pay-per-view at $60 in the last 12 months?
Well, for us, I just seen someone say in the chat that fight's going to be $16.95.
16? I mean, listen, honestly, $16. I know you may disagree, but I'm going to just be honest. For any real boxing fan, Montana Love versus Ivan Branchek is definitely worth $16 by itself. Honestly, that's a good fight.
Call,
Montana Love might get fucking pushed right here. He's going to have to show us, because, he's one of those pretty boxers. So, the kryptonite for pretty boxer is a dude on your ass. You know what I'm saying? No homo. So, like...
Montana can get gritty, too, but, like, we styles make fights. This guy's going to push him.
Yeah, and look, support women's boxing. Amanda Serrano's on here. She don't get nearly as much shine as Clarissa Shields. She's jumped up and down weight classes. She's got a bunch of motherfucking titles.
Bro,
she fights with Jordans, and she don't get no shine. You know what I'm saying?
She's a boss. And to all my bodies out there, man, show up, man. Buy the pay-per-view, bro.
That's not a bad fight. And then, the Dubois fight, I already told you, I'm not mad at that. Dubois, he came back versus Bagdon-Dino after a broken eye socket. That was impressive enough. This is not a bad stay busy.
Buying it. I ain't buying it. I know it sounds really bad. There's nothing of interest in there for me.
No,
I'm not buying it.
You're trying to tell me now that if you broke down the fight and divided it to the $17, you'd be paying like $1 a fight.
Yeah, I know, but
let's go, Chan.
I know. Chill.
And listen, for me, I'm interested in Jake, and I want the Fury fight. So I want to see Jake versus Woodley. I know Woodley personally. I got to go to his camp for this fight a few times.
Oh yeah, you're right, because it's a Tyron Woodley, the MMA fighter. We want to see what Tommy Fury's good. Is Tommy Fury on this card? Is this one that Fury's on this card?
Yeah. She's
not about nothing. He's not about nothing.
Who, Fury?
He just looks decent, and that's about it.
You would date him?
No. He looks too Ken Dollish. Like, no, I wouldn't date him. I like him a little rough,
I hear you.
I don't think he's tall enough.
What? Ain't tall?
What's his height?
Kiss my Converse.
You gotta be minimum 6'1", minimum.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's 6'1".
Bow, sucker. Yeah.
Huey and Tyson are big. No way Tommy got the short gene.
I don't know. Well, I wouldn't
Doomy,
date
are
him
you
anyway.
Googling Doomy? We all looking at you, hoping you.
Nah,
Googling.
he's 6'1" or something like that, dude. He's not like super tall. Yeah.
For the weather.
Well, he's going to be squaring off against combat sports veteran Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor in a 6-round, 180-pound catch weight fight to open up the pay-per-view telecast.
Who would I date if you? Because you always like, look,
I don't mind this fight.
Who would I date? Because Ness always answers me, would I, Lady Cheap? Okay.
You would date AJ, obviously.
I know, but just beside that, like, who
Anthony
would I
Yarde,
date?
You
Like,
say you
who
like
do
him
guys
rough. You
put
like
me
him
with in the boxing.
all right. You like him rough, so I would say Anthony Yarde. Lon's in the camp. He got the AJ body, but he's a little tough guy with the braids and shit.
No, I don't do braids. So next.
What?
Dillian White.
As a rapper, you ain't dealing with braids. You ain't a real entertainer then.
I don't deal with guys that deal with braids. That was so like too down.
Yeah, but you know that the typical stigma of male braids doesn't fit y'all. You know what he is. You seen what he done.
No, that means he'd be sitting in between. Every week he has to sit in between some other female's lap.
Or you could just learn the braid and keep them in between your legs.
They be in between the legs. I don't need to. I don't need to braid.
You the one worried about him being in somebody else's legs, so I'm telling you, learn how to braid.
I can braid. I just can't camera. I just don't want to. Next, think of someone else. Go ahead.
Nah, that's the match, man. You can't date nobody else.
What you said? You stopped at Anthony Yarde.
That's
it.
Where
you stopped.
That's where I stopped.
Is that where your mind can only go? That's limited.
The rest of these dudes, I mean, I don't want to see you with a Lawrence Okoli. I'm sorry.
No, it's not my type either.
What's my man Lawrence? I'm a beast.
My friend
dated
him. So my friend dated him for about a year and a half.
Congratulations to her.
But they stopped dating now. So nobody then.
I'm a savage.
Who's Tom Hardy?
Yo,
I don't know who Tom Hardy is. Anthony Hopkins.
Who's Tom Hardy? Tom Hardy is Bane, man.
Oh, I thought they were talking about a boxer. I'm like,
I am talking about boxers. I'm only talking about boxers. They're bringing in everybody else. Okay.
They brought in Bane for
because Bane he's from the UK, I think. He did that movie. You know how I first got introduced? Not first. I don't know if it was first, but it might be the first movie I ever watched of Tom Hardy was that Manson movie. I'm sure the whole UK watched that, right?
It doesn't matter what our names are.
No.
You didn't watch Manson.
What film?
Manson with Tom Hardy? Like the Marilyn Manson movie or whatever? Y'all tripping, man. Somebody better check that out real quick. Y'all tripping right now.
Oh, I know Tom Hardy is an actor, but I don't know the film. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So there's no one. We just had to turn it to the dating voice just a minute ago. Yeah, people said that. So there's no one.
Jermaine Franklin.
There's no one that you
your type.
I know what she was waiting for. You wanted Chris Eubank Jr.
No.
Look at her. Look at her blushing. Look at her blushing. She was waiting for. How you going? So everybody's corny.
No, why
Shan,
you corny? Dillian White though.
Shan is corny. You said it already.
Dillian White's not my thing either.
Shan, we done with this, man. We done with this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think of one and then we'll
You
come
out here
back again.
capping. You out here capping talking about
I ain't capping. I told the
Louis Button, Lamborghini driving, leather Pele coat wearing, Chris Eubank is lame. You lame.
You know what? Because I'm into boxing and I know how he moves, it would put me off. I'd have to totally just.
He moved like Roy Jones. He moved like Roy. He moved like Roy. What are you talking about? How he moves? You don't know how he moves. He moved like Roy Jones. He is the UK version of Roy Jones.
Yeah, but here we think he's corny.
They said you want Lee Selby. Now, that's what
Bronson
you get.
Is a
now
legend.
you get Lee Selby and Josh Warrington. You get little dudes now.
I get the little dudes now, the 5'2" ones. Great stuff.
All right, but that was that, and this is this. $60 for this pay-per-view. Don't forget, we do want to see what Jake Paul looks like. Stop acting like you don't. We do. He's the new face of boxing, whether you want to believe it or not. You got to think about the chain of events, right?
Can it be?
They do a straight-to pay-per-view, YouTube pay-per-view, and it does 1 point something. They get the attentions of a big promoter. He signs them to DAZN. They do one deal. They get the attention of a new startup. Thriller throws him a bunch of money. He does 1.5 over there. Showtime gets fed up. They say we need subscribers. They pay him and the brother the bag. I mean, it's just that simple. This is where we are, you know. So whether you believe he's not the goods, whether you believe he's, you know, a bust, that's what we find out on Sunday. Really, it's a Sunday fight too. Sunday. It doesn't even interfere with your regular boxing life. So
yeah, they got that off.
Yeah,
Sunday boxing, you know.
Listen, I'm going based off the people in the sport. You know, it's the fans and the comment sections that believe Jake can't fight. People in the sport, fighters, the sparring partners, managers, people that watch him train, they believe he can fight. They believe he's the better of the two brothers. So I do want to see how far he can go. There's never anything wrong with a late start story. You know, how old is he really? I'm gonna have to check box record. How old is Jake? They're not in their 27s, are they?
Jake
probably young and shit.
25, 6.
Damn, Jake. Okay, there goes his pro boxing career.
It's 24, 25, bro.
Bro, that's young. So this is what I'm saying. Look, if Sergio could start young and do all that he did and not have the finances. Okay, Sergio did all that he did from a fucking foreign country as an Argentine and living in Spain and did what he did with busted knees after fucking being a soccer player. I'm just saying, we've been telling our children since the beginning of time, you can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it. But the truth has always been, you can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it and you got the finances. And Jake Paul relocated to Puerto Rico. He was training with Amanda Serrano. He flies in sparring partners. He's not beating up on his friends like people think. I don't know what they think. I'm excited for this.
He leveled up.
I'm excited for this. I want to see how far he can go. This is like a Border Wars fight for me, and maybe that's why people don't have the same interest as me. But this is like watching the evolution of Marvin Okeem turning pro. I don't have anything against this. I want to see where he goes, and being in camp with Woodley, I want to see what the fuck he does. You know what I'm saying? You know, listen, I've been watching boxing as long as Bernard Hopkins has been around. You know, Devin Haney just said it. Bernard said it. People probably don't say it right now in this PC era, but a lot of people thinking it. And Woodley's got to go through it. Is he going to get beat up by a white boy? Let's just be real. Everybody's thinking it. I don't care what y'all say. We all thinking it. We all thinking it. We all thinking it.
No, we wasn't.
You the fighter.
I didn't think
You the
it.
fighter. He is not. He's a fucking YouTuber.
I didn't think that. You guys are so into race over there. I've noticed that. We don't think, oh, is it the black fighter going to beat the white fighter?
He's
the white fighter going to beat the
fighter.
black fighter?
This guy's not even a fighter.
Honestly, God is my witness. I didn't even have that thought.
Oh, well,
now
it's in your head. Now it's in your head. Now it's in your head. Now it's in your head.
Okay, yeah, it's gone out my head though.
You know, it's
in your head.
That's in my head. In your head.
Nah, man.
Who sings that? Who sings that? Who sings that?
The Irish crew. I can't remember.
That's right. It's the Fighting Irish.
So,
Lo siento.
yeah,
Bro,
I ain't hating on Jake Paul. I think he gonna get it done.
Nah, but Ness, I get what you're saying, champ. I mean, even if you want to just, take out the whole part about, getting beat up by a white boy, I mean, it's you're a real fighter. You've been doing this for years. You were a champion. Woodley, like he's done it at the highest levels. And I know Ben Askren did it too, guys, but Ben Askren was not a striker at all. He was known for his grappling. So this fight definitely is a fight for Jake Paul. And if Jake Paul manages to get through this and beats Woodley's talking about, that this could be his resurgence.
He wants to have a boxing career.
Thank you, Ness. That's what he's hoping for.
But he got to win to do that.
And we see what Anderson Silva's doing. You know what I mean? We see what Anderson Silva. He's getting in there against an actual boxer. I can't remember who.
Yo, somebody said Woodley can't come back to the hood if he loses. I'm telling you, see, y'all be acting like I'm faking it, man.
Yeah, but I do. He can't come to the hood if he loses. It's not because the dude's white. It's because the dude's trash.
Who's trash?
Jake Paul's trash.
This is why you need to watch the fight. Have you watched them fight?
I don't need to watch the fight. I know about Jake Paul. I like boxing. I like proper boxing. This is trash. That's why this is not. You see me take part in this conversation.
So let me ask you: the golden ticket guys, are they considered trash to you?
I don't know who they are.
What do you mean? You guys have like this shit in UK called golden ticket where they fight like 3-round fights.
Okay. Okay, well,
and people turn pro
if they're
from
real
that.
boxers and they become, you know, proper boxers, and they're not YouTubers here, and you're 2-0 here, and you're a clout chaser here, and you're a troll over there. No, I'm not in it. Got your hat. What you did to Floyd Mayweather, you should have got uppercutted to the gods.
Guess what? I got your hat and 10 milli.
Yeah,
He said if Tyson Fury's brother, Tommy wears a hat to the press conference, he taking that hat too.
He's
So
snatching it.
Tell Tommy
I'm not a
keep
hater.
that.
You're just an idiot, Antonio.
Tell Tommy keep his hand on his hat if he don't want to get Tommy out here.
Stupid. They're stupid. Those two
Yo,
brothers
yo.
are just goofballs.
Look, listen, you can chalk it up as goofy, but you gotta have some cojones to snatch the crown off the king's head.
You do.
Let me tell you
And
something.
he got beat up for it. You seen him get beat up for
He
it.
took that right hand from Mayweather for the hat.
Look, the hat is the modern day chain. They ain't snatching chains no more. They snatching hats, you dig? So if you get your hat snatched.
Yeah, at least you
know
ain't
what I'm
going to
saying?
jail for snatching a hat.
But you can walk around. I can walk around with my hat on, so you know I'm thorough. You know what I'm saying? Floyd can't walk around with his hat on. He ain't thorough enough.
Yeah, and he knew my man
Is
didn't have a cut.
is that Floyd's hair surgery
You're too
wasn't
comfortable
ready
being
yet?
able to go up to legends. This is what I'm saying, and this is why I blame Floyd by mixing pure water with mud. It's just ridiculous. And then you bring yourself into these types of scenarios. These types of people shouldn't even be able to say they share the ring.
Listen. When you mix water with mud, you build, right? You build something, and that's what they did. They built something.
You just got dirty
Let me
water.
tell you something. Clay pots, clay cups. You're building something, and that's what they did. Listen, Lady Chin, I was standing tall with you about the first fight when everybody was against Nest on here. And nobody really wanted this to happen, and everybody was kind of like reluctant to accepting it. You had some people that were like, okay, and others that were like, hell no. But we're here now, and the amount of attention that the sport has garnered from these guys, I got to just give them props, and I think that it helped the sport a lot, man.
Listen, their press conference, bro, that shit is at 2-point-something million on YouTube. Like, we just gotta stop lying and embrace it. We got to embrace it because they're bringing eyeballs. They're bringing eyeballs to the sport. Little kids, our own listeners' children are like, oh, they want to watch the Logan fight or they want to watch the Jake Paul fight. I went to Jake versus Floyd and did stupid numbers. Okay? I've been doing this shit so long, and my biggest numbers was for Floyd and Logan.
Stupid, dumb, big numbers.
You know? So it's just like these people bring a different level. And I networked so much. I met this girl and this dude. His actual name is Arab. They got like 400,000 on Twitch, 100,000, 175,000 followers on Twitter. Like people I never heard of in my life. You know what I mean? Just walking around with a massive following. They bring out money, man. They bring out money.
What did it do for you, knowing them?
Oh man, the word networking, you don't get the
what word. What good did it do for you? I know there's networking, but where meeting those that have 400,000 on Twitch, what good was that for you?
I mean, the same thing you and I are doing, interchanging platforms, introducing you to an audience, getting introduced to a different audience. You just love
me, and that's why you wanted me on the show.
No, I
it's
hear
cool.
you. I mean, listen, if we could get her on the show, they would love her too.
Is it?
You know?
Sonic Boom.
Word. I mean,
that one?
Bruh, listen, my live was spiking. My live was spiking whenever this girl jumped on my live, because obviously I would go around the ball. Nah, listen, we got Shan. Let me go to line 6, man. What up?
Lady Shan, if she got back.
Check this out.
If I got back.
Hey, what's up, man? Check this out, man. I was listening to a show from Sunday because I can't get on every day. Anyhow, dude said something about Boots getting the Ugas fight, and you was throwing salt on Boots' name. Check this out, saying, oh, Boots don't sell pay-per-view and stuff like that. Check this out. I got a proposition for you. Anytime Boots has a fight card, how much is pay-per-view? How much does pay-per-view cost, man? About $75 now?
Yeah. 80 with them.
Okay, so anytime Boots has, $80. So anytime Boots has an announced fight, I'm going to cash out you $80. So, because you said nobody will pay for Boots pay-per-view. This is non-pay-per-view.
Whenever
Boots
that?
gets on pay-per-view, yeah, you said that on that Sunday show. You said because nobody would buy a pay-per-view if Boots was fighting Ugas. Hold on, just welcome me here. So anytime Boots has just a regular fight, I'm going to cash out you $80. If Boots gets on somebody's undercard on a pay-per-view, I'm going to cash out you $80. I'm going to let you select 3 people that's a part of the group and pay for them to pay for that pay-per-view. 3 people. So that's $80 to you, and you select 3 people on the chat or wherever, and I'm going to pay for their pay-per-views too, just to show you that Boots do got supporters. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go ahead and let you talk because I can already see that no matter what I say or do, Boots ain't going to get a fair shake. TVV needs to fire your ass, man. I'm just playing, man. That's my call.
Listen, I'm just saying, we put him in polls. I don't know if you've been noticing, man. We put him in polls the last, 3 shows, ever since Ugas won. And, he's getting literally the lowest numbers. Virgil is doing better than him. Thurman is doing better than him. Porter did better than him. He's just not there yet. He's not there yet, He needs that fight. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully they give him that Robert Guerrero fight. I don't think that he gets anything out of it from a developmental point, but he don't need that, right? He don't need to develop. He needs to blow up. So, you go in there and you destroy an old smedgen, right? He's like a semi-legend,
Smedgen.
You know what I'm saying? He's in between semi-legend.
Very well-known guy. I mean,
yeah, he's very well-known. Shared the ring with Floyd. Lost his O to Floyd, I think, or to Marquez, one of the two, or Chris John. Somebody beat him when he was a featherweight. Maybe Orlando Salido, and then he tested positive or something like that. Yeah. But he needs them names, man. Unfortunate for him, Victor Ortiz lost. It would have been better for him to beat Victor than Robert, I think. But he needs those names.
I think Robert would have been better. I mean, Victor's just got this air of
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. I get what he could fuck around and go in there and take a knee and quit and not give Boots the exciting finish he needs.
Yeah, the proper. Looks like Guerrero was more. I mean, look, he fought great too that night against Guerrero. Styles make fights, obviously, so he was pressing the pace. But Guerrero just got the
I don't think Brandon fought great I don't think Victor fought great that night. But that being said, I mistaked him for Brandon, which means he still got that fight. I would still watch that fight on the undercard of, whatever the next paper. Wilder Fury, go ahead and put on Brandon Rios, Victor Ortiz. I'm good with that.
They got to start paying.
I brought up Wilder Fury. Hold on, let me do a shout out to the producer. Let me change the whole pace up. Give y'all something to talk about at 11 a.m. so we could get you to your lunch. The co-producer is like, yo, why can't Al win the purse bid September 2nd and just put Crawford versus Porter on the undercard of the pay-per-view with Wilder Fury? And he's like, walk with me. If you win the purse bid, they don't get no upside because their money's in the purse bid. Crawford gets 60% of that. So you just put them on the pay-per-view and you going to make more pay-per-views. You make your money back on the back end. And obviously sponsorships because now you got a real strong card, What do y'all think of Crawford, Porter on the Wilder Fury undercard? Can Al pull that off? Economically, does it make sense? Because, again, the last little piece of information he said is, why put Porter Crawford on pay-per-view when those is 2 dudes people ain't even really rushing to pay for on pay-per-view?
No, it's pay-per-view worthy. And then you're going to get egos that will go in the way. I think that's a good idea, but ego won't allow that.
So you're saying Crawford and Porter won't want to be on the one's undercard?
No.
This is a podcast. What you said?
Money.
Sorry. No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. I know. I was shaking my head like that.
No, I mean, it's video. They seen you, but the people later uploaded it.
Yeah.
Won't. So go ahead, What about you, champ? What you think,
Yeah, but if Uncle Al wins the purse bid, then he could do what he want to do. And the problem is, egos don't matter if ain't nobody else was doing nothing with it. Shan, it's like a track. You might, and Jadakiss mentioned this. Razkaz had the beat for We Gonna Make It. It was called Home Sweet Home. The record was out like a year, 2 years before. But don't nothing sound like We Gonna Make It. So if you got control of the fight, take it and do what you gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care nothing about these guys' egos because ain't nobody was doing nothing else with the fight before I put my hands on it. So if talk about egos, I think Al has the right to flex his ego on everybody.
Do me.
Guys, it doesn't make sense. I mean, this is like just a wishing on the star, champ. You know, these are super elite fights with elite fighters that garner their own numbers.
But why is it going to purse bid though, Doomy? Why is it going to purse bid if it was all that?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, but let's just stay in the context that would this fight be?
He said
okay?
I'm wrong. He said I'm wrong. It's the Canelo card, not the Wilder card.
Okay.
He wants it on the Canelo card.
I mean, look, Canelo obviously
I said no
numbers.
because let me tell you why I said no. Because if you put it on the Canelo card, you're giving Canelo a bigger back end pay-per-view check. That's not what you want. Canelo's a one-off. If you strengthen his undercard's going to sell more numbers. He gets a bigger check. Now, you can do it that way if you want to show Canelo like, hey, look how we do business over here.
Or Dillian White was going to be on that undercard, and that would have made sense. But no, I wouldn't. It doesn't make sense to put Crawford and what's his name? It's just come out of my head. Crawford and Porter.
I don't got that ego, man. If I was Crawford or Porter or Dillian, I would fight on Wilder's undercard with Fury. I would fight on Canelo's undercard with Plant. I understand how big those fights are. That ego shit is stupid to me.
No, Dillian was prepared to fight on the. Dillian didn't have the ego. He was prepared. He was going to fight on the Canelo undercard.
I'm just saying
if I'm the other guys,
I
don't think
hear
they would
you.
do it.
I hear you. I'm just saying if I'm any of those dudes, I'm jumping on that undercard, man. I don't care if I'm Shakur Stevenson, I'm on that undercard. If I'm Lomo, I'm on that undercard. If I'm Loma, I'm on that undercard.
But I think
if I'm Charlo Jamal, I'm on that undercard.
They can have their own PPV.
If I'm Charlo, I'm like, yo, Ronnie, we calling Al on 3-way. We need to be on the Canelo undercard versus Plant. The people gotta see me so that they know I'm supposed to be fighting him.
And I want to look at those numbers. I want to look at the peak at those numbers from when I was on the pay-per-view and leverage that into my next negotiation if I can.
Yeah, but guys, how much do you gotta sell? How many pay-per-views do we have to sell? You know, in order to like make sure that everybody gets paid on a huge card,
that's the thing.
A mega card.
Nah, that's the thing. You already losing if you buy the paper, if you do the purse bid. Like, you got to put that money up front. You got to, look, you go to purse bid, you got to put a deposit, and then when you win the bid, you got a certain amount of days to come up with that money. You can't wait to see what the pay-per-view does. So that's money already you putting up. So, yeah, you can now pay for it up front and put it on pay-per-view to make that money back. But you can also pay for it up front and find other ways to pay for that or to make that money back via sponsorships, via a network's site
I think it's a lot of extra work for promoters. I mean, I think that's why we haven't seen it. They steer away from it because the numbers, like if I have a Porter and Crawford fight, they're going to garner their own numbers.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to garner their own numbers. And as is Canelo in his fight, so it's like I'll be cutting my legs a little bit, you know.
How could you cut your legs by strengthening your card?
No, but it's absolutely going to strengthen the card. But you know, are you expecting that because you put this Porter and Crawford fight on there to sell that much more, where you're going to be able to come off on top? You know?
Yeah, because listen, you got to look at it like this, right? Sometimes you go buy a pair of jeans and you don't buy the shirt. But sometimes the jeans is on sale and the shirt is on sale and you can buy both. It's just that simple. So Crawford Porter might not get as many fans to buy it if it's its own pay-per-view. But being on the Canelo card, someone who is being economical could be like, you know what? I wasn't buying a pay-per-view, but this is worth it. And they buy it. More people, you can convert more people with a good product. It's just simple math.
Yeah,
you make a lot of sense.
It makes sense. Like that would be a 6 stacked card. But what I'm saying is, it's just that there's ego involved. And if it was me, I wouldn't necessarily would want to be on the undercard. They can, Bud and Porter could do their own thing.
And let me remind you guys. Let me remind you. I'm sorry. I mean, this will be quick and it's just to refresh everyone's memory. Canelo and Mayweather fought on the undercard. The main event, the co-main event to Canelo versus Mayweather was Danny versus Lucas. So this can be done. Okay? No one gets paid more than Mayweather. No one's bigger than Mayweather. And he had Canelo, who is the other biggest person. And they still found a way to pay Danny and Lucas. And let me tell you, there was rumored back then that Danny got $3 million for that fight. So, you know.
They
could get the money.
In addition to that, you got to remember, forget everything aside. Once you give up control of the fight, it's your job. Once the man put the work in your hand, so whether you bag up nickels or whether you bag up fat 20s, you got to get the money back. You got the work in your hand. The purse bid give you the work in your hand. You got to get your money back, and putting it on pay-per-view is bagging it up and getting your money back.
Get that money back.
Unless a network pays for it. Which
I
they
gotta
won't.
look after my investment.
Which they won't.
They might not want to buy it whole.
Which they won't
buy it whole.
I mean, but this is the thing. Purse bid gets you the ability to buy the fight at half off. Crawford's worth hypothetically $5 million. Porter's worth hypothetically $3 million. Is Bob Arum gonna bid $8 million? No. Bob just bid on his undisputed disputed champion. He bid what, 1.7? Eddie bid 3.2, and then Triller bid 6.1. So Crawford ain't getting his mandatory minimum for this fight. I know Al bid 3.1.
Yeah, he is. He is going to get his mandatory minimum.
No,
That's on. It's gone. Yes.
No,
yeah,
you don't.
Don't you think it? Oh, because it's gone to the purse bids, and you think that Al's not going to give him his $4 million, and then he's supposed to get $1 million as a bonus for doing outdoing his contract.
Think about it. This is a car. The fight is a car. The dealer literally said, you know what? No more $47,000 for this Charger because today we letting it go to auction. That's exactly what's happening. Yeah, Bud is worth $5 million. Yeah, Porter's worth $3 million. But because we couldn't agree to terms, we starting the bid at $200,000. That's legit. That's WBO rules.
So they're going to get a pay cut then, aren't they? They're going to have to do this fight.
Of course, and the champion got to fight. If Al wins the purse bid at $400,000, Crawford gets 60% of that $400,000, and he got to fucking fight.
I just don't think this fight's happening anyway. I said that from jump. I don't think this fight's happening.
Saying it like
I
that.
think you're wrong.
Once to go to purse bid, if nobody else touched it, suppose the purse bid wins for $500,000.
Yep.
That's why they played themselves. That's why I keep saying it's not about egos. It's about the bread at this point.
And if I win this fight, you fight where I tell you to fight. That's just part of it. You can't because now only thing you can do is vacate your title. Like, man, I ain't fighting for $500,000.
No, I don't believe that the fight will happen. Not because of Bud. I believe that Porter's not going to do the fight.
Well, they're both registered. You don't follow your news. Tom TGB is the registered promoter to be at the purse bid. So someone is representing Alan Porter to make a bid.
What I'm saying is Porter doesn't have to fight. There's nobody. It doesn't matter if it gets a purse bid. Nobody's going to pick him up and force him to fight. If he says, I don't want to do the fight, it goes down to the next person who's next in line for the Mando.
It doesn't matter what you think.
I didn't do that,
It
Shane.
does matter what I think, because that's why I'm here.
He did that. But this is what I'm trying to explain to you.
To me.
What I'm trying to explain to you is if Porter didn't want the fight, TGB Promotions wouldn't be registered to bid on the fight because what you're saying about if he don't want the fight, they go to the next one. You're right. That's why TGB wouldn't be there, because if he didn't want the fight, they got to move on to the next fighter, and that don't pertain to TGB. You get it?
Yeah, no, makes sense, but I just still don't. I'll reserve. Shanna sound crazy. Port been chopping at the bit to get another belt shot. Okay, well, everybody's got their opinion. I'm here for my opinion.
Let's move to this. How much do you think Top Rank bids? Now, keep in mind what they bid. 1.7 for Tio with all the belts after beating Loma.
Fighting this Tuesday.
How much you think who's fighting Tuesday?
Isn't it Tio fighting Tuesday?
Why are you lying to the people?
Yo, somebody
he's fighting. He's got there's a new date that he's got. There is. I got told it yesterday. I forget what it is.
Tuesday?
Theo is fighting. But I don't
somebody
know if it's
just hit
Tuesday.
me up. He's fighting Tuesday. Why y'all lying to me?
I think he's fighting in November.
Why would you announce Tio fighting Tuesday without Googling that shit? Don't you think it's strange that? Don't you think it's strange that Tiafimo with all the belts would be fighting Tuesday and you just finding out?
Doomy got the breaking news.
Yo, I got the
Don't
breaking
everybody
news.
believe in Google?
They
Go
finally
Google that shit.
fighting in the backyard.
I told you about Doomy.
Yo,
Hondureño.
He need new headphones, man. Oh, you got new headphones.
Look, I figured I throw Tio in there and get you guys talking about it.
Turn to the side. Are those Audio Technicas or whatever?
Bro, you know these the originals.
I ain't know.
Look,
why is it that you can't
I gotta go buy me studios because I bought me these
Stick with the
freaking
ones you
wireless ones and they don't go with this.
No. Stick with what you got on. I just don't know why. You might have to get your hearing checked. You should be hearing with those Audio Technicas on right now. You tripping.
Nah, but they texted me this shit. They texted me. I'm not. I should put you out there, champ.
This is what I'm gonna tell you and him.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Come on, man. You should have known to Google. But anyway, let me get
got
you some
a text
callers.
from the Hondureño Association of Boxing.
He got a text from Tio like, yo, why y'all don't talk about me no more?
I'm gonna mute myself.
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the thick glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, Ness, what up? How my audio sound?
So good so far.
Fine, sounds
Cheers. Hey, Doomy, you tripping today, man. You know AJ about to stop Usyk. Usyk ain't look like shit since he moved to heavyweight. I ain't been impressed with Usyk since he moved up to heavyweight, man. So you had Chisora cutting the ring off on him and cornering him on the ropes. What you think AJ about to do to him? So, and that ring about to be little as hell. Man, AJ about to stop Usyk. But yeah, so I'm rolling with Usyk. I'm rolling with AJ on that fight. You know that's my bro. They call me the AJ of trucking, just in case y'all forgot.
Yeah.
And then on the hey, now that you read that undercard, Ness on that undercard, I might buy that Jake Paul or whatever. That undercard pretty good.
Yeah.
Montana Love and I didn't know he was fighting Baranchek. I thought he was fighting somebody a softer touch than that.
No sir.
I didn't know that. Baranchek probably gonna kick his ass, so I don't know if Montana Love on that level, man. I'm rooting for my boy though, but yeah, between that, then I think Charles Conwell on that undercard too, if I'm mistaken. So
how you doing?
Ohio well represented on that undercard, so yeah, I might have to grab that or at least go somewhere and watch it. So yeah, shout out to them. They doing better undercards than real boxing. But that's my call, man. Hey, Lady Shan, just in case I heard what you said your height requirement was. I'm 6'1". So if you ever in the States, man, holler at the kid.
Cut it. She need 3,500.
Yeah.
She need 3,500. You and JP should get together. What's half of 3,500? 1,750 each, and like that, she could be in Border Wars commentating, and then you could take out Friday for dinner, and Jake could take out. I said Jake because of Jake Paul. JP could take out Saturday for dinner. Maybe somebody could drop her to the airport.
So basically, you're pimping me out.
No. We're selling a night with Shen.
What is that?
A dinner with Shen. A dinner with Shen. We're gonna sell your Uber ride. Who wants to be her Uber ride for 500? You got to take her to the airport, but it costs 500.
Yeah.
Yo, Canna, you really got a crush on her. I just noticed.
Whoa, what's happening?
I just noticed. He got a crush on you. Yo, you better not scare him off. That's my edit guy, man. You can't get him out. You cannot.
He always picks on me. He loved me early.
Yo, all I'm saying is,
Yeah.
No, I'm not sharing, Canna. Look, ew,
Dinner
you're sharing.
is
Look how
dinner.
jealous.
But
Look how jealous.
That's
I'm
dinner.
not sharing. It's Ness trying to pimp me, Canna, not me. Ness is trying to do it.
Listen to me.
Pimping Lady Shan.
First of all, you giving dinner a bad name and a horrible stereotype to young ladies.
Why can't we all go for dinner? Why can't you be at dinner?
I mean,
be at dinner.
it costs more for me
Everybody
to be
at
there. It costs more for me to be there too. If your dinner is $17.50, what you want? Just get me at the table. You're gonna need more than that. Fuck, my time is dinero. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Watertown. I be afraid sometimes to go out in Watertown, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you want me just to be by myself with the
Yeah,
boys.
yo, you walk down one street and you feel like you in a loop. It's like, yo, didn't I walk down the street already?
So you think you'd be safe to just say, yeah, Shan, just fly over a different country and just go out with two strange guys and you'd feel happy about that?
Absolutely.
And you wouldn't care about my safety?
No, listen to me.
It's got to be in Jersey. Staying in Jersey, it don't go down.
You don't respect the blood clot queen.
No, Shan, listen to me. First of all, I know Brandon and I know JP. Like, first of all, JP can throw down. He'll make the best barbecue ribs you've ever had. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not pimping you out. These are people that I know. That's like listen, if we weren't on a talk show,
a penis, it's a pimp out. No. If they ain't got penises, I'm good.
What?
If they've got penises, it's a pimp out. Let's just have it fucking straight.
No, we're moving on again. You always sidetracking us.
I keep it a trilly.
That ain't a trilly.
I know them. So what? They got dicks, right?
What?
They got dicks, right?
What? That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. We're moving on, Shan. We're moving on. You, Detroit, do you have any? You making this portion of the show far too pornographic. Now we're gonna have to find a hustler ad or some shit.
My name is Micah K.
Portion of the show.
I wanted to know what advice would you give
David Maldonado in New York City.
What advice would you give a young up and coming, freelance sports journalist like myself that's in your field?
It's funny, somebody just said we were just our last fight at Tyson, somebody came up to me and Mauro as we were.
All right, well, let me give you a super chat to save you from that.
You know what
they
we
put
said
Berlanga
what you're
on
doing
the
right
Fury
now,
Wilder fight, not Boots. That's
getting
Ito Cool, by the
experience
way.
doing it, number one, and there are more outlets now than there were before. You know, for that.
Oh, you got Rel? You ain't. Wow, we got a few. You ain't get to Brian.
Yeah,
Clark?
I got Rel. Right now,
that was the last
Brian
one.
Clark too. Brian Clark.
No, I didn't read that one. And I'll
Lady
go to Brandon.
Doomsday going hard. My favorite legendary Al Bernstein.
Absolutely. How you doing? So my name is. I'm good. My name is Micah K.
Listen, Brandon Lenz, ego doesn't matter. If Crawford walks away, he gets stripped. Porter will always side with Al.
Freelance
It's the
sports
number
journalist
one,
like
number two
myself that's in
pound
your
for pound
field.
fighters. Same card.
You know, it's funny.
co-main.
Somebody just asked. We were just our last
Riff
fight at
King
Tyson,
in the UK says, if you are
somebody
Al,
came
why
up to
waste a
me
legit
and
pay-per-view on an
Mauro
undercard?
as we were leaving, and they were asking
if
essentially
Earl
the same
Spence
question.
is Earl
And,
Spence,
you know what we
and he
said
did
was kind
275
of
with
what
Porter,
you're
how
doing
much
right
are you
now,
expecting fucking Crawford
which
to do
is
with Porter?
getting
It's probably the
experience
better
doing
thing
it,
to put
number
it as an
one,
undercard
and there are
and let these
more
guys get
outlets now than
major
there were
exposure
before,
on a
you know,
massive
for
card.
that,
Even if it doesn't sell
because
the
of,
old
the,
numbers of Canelo,
what
the
we're doing
shares
right
on
now is a
Instagram
perfect
and all the
example of it.
video platforms would be
And to
just
hold tremendous.
They'd get coverage from King Amin of Essex on Instagram, King Amin of Essex 1. I'd certainly be paying attention to the fight. So they definitely need to sacrifice that ego. I mean, I ain't never going to tell nobody to turn down a bag, but this is an investment, man. Like again, Porter's got the right state of mind because he's got TGB out there representing him and his interests. You know, I don't want to throw it at Crawford's feet, but
Check 1 second. Something's gone wrong with the audio, guys. The people are religiously saying it in the chat.
Hey yo, that
Religiously
was me. That was
saying
me.
it.
I had my phone connected, charging.
Silly,
I had
tonto.
but that doesn't make any sense. So
Yo, you messing up the audio, Chan?
Yeah.
Oh,
damn.
Get him, Shan, for all the times he got you. Get him.
Yo, you
No,
ruining
he be killing me about my audio now.
TV
Look.
listeners is expecting high quality from the skip, and you're giving them
this song hearing my whole life. Y'all done? Y'all done? We going out to Coach.
No, Brandon Lenz, or excuse me, Ken Stone had another one on there. Stack the undercards like the UFC does.
Exactly.
We get a ton of tune-ups until the main event. Mosley versus Canelo on the co-main for Cotto versus May was dope. Yo, that happened?
Yeah, they had the show planned for 2 minutes. That's crazy. It's good now. It's good now, Ness. It's good now. Shout out to London Runs Boxing. Ness ruined the show. Whatever. That was actually.
No, come crashing down on him. You saw in the beginning of the show, right? How he crashed on me real quick. You know, he says that my headphones are made out of paper mache and whatnot. Hey, quit messing up the 2 minutes of the show. No bueno. Brandon Lenz says, if no Crawford Porter, reschedule Benavidez Uzgatiki to the Canelo card. Showcase the dude who everybody wants to see fight both Canelo and Plant. I like that. Uzgatiki, though? I don't get super excited, but I get it.
Uzgateki. What? How did you pronounce it?
Uzgatiki.
Uzgateki is how you pronounce it.
Uzgateki. All right, Lady Shan.
Do me. Did you get to that best dad ever?
No, I did not, sir.
I said on Tuesday for $19 pay-per-view. Not this Tuesday. Do me. Ness said, get your ears checked. I say, get your eyes checked.
Yeah, well, okay, best dad. You put yourself out there. I guess I was wrong. But it's still on a Tuesday.
Right? On a Tuesday.
TNT.
Oh gosh, Ness, your voice.
You don't like my melody? It wasn't on point?
No, it wasn't on point, boo boo.
Ooh. Boo hoo.
Yo, Lady Shan knows the board.
Yo, let me get to David. Who I said? J-Mac. I went to like 7 different callers right now. We going to J-Mac.
Chill.
Are you available?
Get your guard up. Mac attack.
And Roland Curtis says something is wrong with the sound. Yeah, I had my phone connected while
Thanks,
playing
Roland.
an Instagram
You know
video.
Ness.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part in all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J-Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So official with it. Go to check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute. Get ready for the back attack.
Yo, hey, good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As much as I want to troll AJ, I got to be honest and keep it real. I don't think Usyk stands a chance. I haven't been impressed with him at heavyweight to even say that he can run and all that. I just seen too much where even AJ, the chinny guy himself, I think he's going to stop Usyk and actually dominate Usyk. A point was brought up on the show earlier. I wanted answered after the call. Somebody said Usyk will beat Joe Joyce. Shit, I got Joe Joyce beat. Hold on, after my call, please. I got Joe Joyce knocking Usyk the fuck out, and I got Joe Joyce possibly stopping AJ. I would love for that fight to happen. For his Bud and Porter, 400,000. I know you trolling with them numbers. You know Bud go get his money. And it ain't happening like that. That fight could go down, and Sean Porter will be stopped by Terrence Crawford if he does decide to take the fight. That's all the top. Oh, for as the last topic y'all was just talking about, we know JP is he the He just the guy that's gonna pay for the dinner. We know what Brandon gonna be doing. That's my call.
Do you do that to your sister?
Whoa.
The same thing. How you get?
Whoa. We got Jose prediction.
I'll come back, counteract real quick. I'm Jamaican and Latina. Don't fuck with me.
I mean, I didn't hear him say anything disrespectful.
Yeah, it was disrespectful. He said
You assumed.
JP would be paying for the dinner, and he said, "You know what, Brandon will be doing."
What would he be doing?
Play that. You can
What
sit
would he
there
be
and pretend
doing?
that you don't know
What
him.
would he be doing? You
Like I was
insinuating
trying to
your
say,
mind is
people
in the
with
gutter.
businesses can be problems
Your
around
mind
me.
is in the
Let's
gutter.
just keep it real. Anyway, next, move along swiftly.
I don't want to move along.
I do.
Why when you assume, you only assume negatively?
I do, because I know. Yes, he said JP will be buying the dinner.
And
you know, you'll know what Brandon will. All right, you tell me what will Brandon do?
He could be walking you home.
Okay,
he could be taking you for a
So
horse
that
and
was
carriage
different.
ride. He could
All right,
he could be taking you for a coffee.
Cool.
You could be going to a concert.
That's for me. Brandon could do for his sister as well. Walk her
Exactly,
home, take her
exactly,
for a coffee.
exactly.
So why is it disrespect then?
All right,
Why do you think it is disrespect?
You are insinuating.
No, I didn't.
And
I
that's
just said
why
whatever
you
he
take
does,
it
you
as
can do that
disrespect.
with his sister too.
You can exactly. He can do it with JT's sister.
All
I'm saying is I didn't hear the negativity for you to lash out.
That's it. That's
you lashed
it.
out. JT counterpunch.
That's right. Don't answer the beef.
Yo, can you hear me?
We do.
So I mean, I'm assuming if she's talking about J-Mac's sister, she's talking about my sister. What I think he meant by that didn't say nothing about no lady shame. He said what Brandon will be doing. Brandon will be trying to do. Hey, it's assumption. He assumed that Brandon will be trying to be mad, and that's not saying you're gonna fall for it. And all that's all he said.
Oh, okay.
So you bringing up my sister in the equation, that's kind of disrespectful. That's like what Ned's trying to tell you and stuff like that. But you know, I'm listening to the show.
I got you. I understand. I understand now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that because I know my sister, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
I know if I throw this shot at you, you gonna fire back, and it's just gonna go.
Yeah,
down.
and I'll just desecrate you like I do. Just
no, you won't desecrate
anyway.
me.
It's all right. Well, let's
go
go then. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Pay another $5 and let's see who gets desecrated. It won't be me.
Stop it, Lady Shan.
Yo, Lady Said is like Tony Montana girlfriend. You see that pussycat? Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. What? Where's your sister? Where's your mother? Dead. Everybody's dead. That's what I'll do. I'll kill all of you. So whoever wants to pay you £5 or $5 to die, do it.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
Never lie.
Can we keep it boxing, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies specifically. Lady Shan specifically. Can we keep it boxing? All right. Counterpunch, JT.
Counterpunch.
Hey, look, check this out, Lady Shane. You talk a lot of stuff to say you won't get in the ring. But I can guarantee you this, though.
Ring, baby.
You talk a lot of stuff. You talk a lot of stuff. But I guarantee my sister come from my family and we all fighters. I guarantee she'll put hands on you.
Good for you. Good for you.
I guarantee you. You talk a lot of stuff talking about knocking out a grown man, talking about Doomie. Like you will hit Doomie and just laugh at you. But I guarantee you get in there with a woman. My sister would dog you.
Your $5 is running out, sir.
No, I'm just telling you that. Because you get disrespectful and then get mad when somebody get disrespectful back with you. He ain't never said nothing about you. He said something about Brandon.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't give two fucks today. It's not the day.
Whatever you said, Tweety Bird. Tweety Bird.
Fuck about who you are, who your people are, where the fuck you're from. I don't care. Anyway, do you want to pay another $5 to continue to be desecrated or not? Up to you, whatever your budget is.
Anytime, any place, anywhere.
Wow.
I'm definitely a psychopath, and I hope he knows that.
That didn't go well. Ruin a 504.
Jai, I'm not single. But get it right.
Well, I guess I'm still gonna stick with my guy Usyk on this pick. I know that probably just me and Ken Stone or maybe a couple other guys are the only ones seeing the fight that way, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm a fan of it.
I'm with you on that.
Doomy too, Ru. Doomy. Yeah, I was gonna say Doomy's with you, Ru.
So, as far as AJ being chinny, I think it's a safe assumption to make. When you see a guy get dropped and wobbled by a wide array of fighters, from Hall of Famers to fringe contenders, it's a valid question to ask. He's not just getting dropped by all-time greats. I mean, there's guys that he's getting dropped by that wasn't even in the top 10 when they did it. So it's fair. But I'm still rocking with Usyk. And that's it. You guys have a nice day.
I'm not alone.
No, you're not. See?
I'm not alone, Lady Shan. I'm telling you.
You're not.
You
are not alone.
Yeah, and AJ might not be
He
here to
is
stay.
there with you.
Okay. I hope AJ,
Though you're far away.
Yeah, he's going to be far away from the belts.
Here to stay.
Yeah, you think so?
All right.
No knockout. I can honestly say that is there a bet on mybookie.com Nest that might say
it's not .com, it's .ag, but I hear you.
All right, so if I go to mybookie.ag, can I bet and say on a bet that says Anthony Joshua loses by decision?
Of course.
And if I want to place this bet, what code should I use?
Bet TBV. Let me get to Mr. Maldonado.
What he done to the boxing world to be number one in the junior weight division.
Yo, you hear me?
We hear you.
Yo, Lady Shan, I'm gonna root for AJ just for you. And October 6th, October 5th, Taco Tuesday, I'm flying you out to New York first class because I'm gonna have a fight party for the Tiafimo undisputed fight in my crib. Yo, do me play that soundbite with the Honduran music, man.
Cost $3,500 just to get her out here. That's not flight included, so.
Well,
it's all good.
Oh,
he said he gonna make it happen on some.
Yo. So you paying $3,500 for Lady Shan?
Yo, Ness, you a broker? What's going on, man? Leave me alone, man.
Yeah, he wants to find his fee.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to see can we schedule it around the same day so we go double book her. Let you pay for that $3,500 and we double book her. Get her in here for that Border Wars, man. Have her commentating.
Yo,
with the headset.
Now listen, you said Sean Porter and Crawford is gonna be on the Tyson Fury card.
See how you ignored that? Nah, man, we dreaming.
How
we
he swerved
dreaming.
it.
He
Yeah,
swerved that shit.
500 thought,
All the ballers.
Man, listen, right?
I wish I was a little
Man,
bit
right now,
taller. I wish it was a baller.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, if they put that fight on the undercard, listen, if they put that on the undercard, that shit's gonna sell a million pay-per-views, definitely.
I agree, man. Let's hope they hear us.
I hope so, but from what I heard, Crawford might be fighting Jeff Van Heerden. That's the word. That's the word, man. I hope it's not true, but
what?
He owes Bob.
Who?
Bob Arum.
What?
Bob Arum is saying we're gonna give you the fight against Mike Alvarado. Hope that don't happen, man. Anyway, that's my call.
I don't even know.
Keep it positive, guys.
Bye.
Let's go, champ.
It's horrible.
Do you know the funny thing about doing these shows? Like every time I come on, it's just a different vibe. Every single time, you don't know what to expect. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
Let's go, champ.
I love it though. That's what I'm saying. It's just different. It's never the same thing every time I'm on.
We going to Jordan Carter, who still hasn't told me does he want to fight LJ Walker in Border Wars. I tagged you on the post. You said nothing. You used to be calling everybody out. Like, we would interview a fighter. You talking about, yo, super chat. I want to get that work. I'm the greatest heavyweight. Yo, out for the beef. Can I promote your fight or what? Mr. Carter, what's going on, man? You taking LJ Walker to Don? He out here saying that.
I said,
he out here saying that
when I was calling everybody out, I was healthy. I don't like excuses. I get in the fight, and I'm like, oh, man, my elbow was hurt. No, that's why you won. No, I want to be 100%. But as far as the topic, man, if whoever thinks Usyk is going to beat Joshua, y'all smoking dope. Some good dope, and I want some. He's about to stop that young man in about 7 rounds.
I don't want none.
He's about to stop him in 7 rounds. As far as Jake Paul, Woodley, I'm not really interested in that. I think Jake Paul's going to win. Woodley doesn't even seem he doesn't even seem like he's ready for this shit. He asked him if he wanted to bet on it. He's looking at the crowd. Should I do it, y'all? You lost already. You're not even fucking mentally ready.
So you
but the
saying
fight
you
I
don't
want
want the fight with LJ to Don? I mean, because I didn't. Like, what you saying?
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, I would take it if I was healthy.
So
you know what I'm saying?
You
I like
saying
to fight.
you not healthy enough for him? You saying you not healthy enough?
No, I'm not healthy enough. I'm not healthy enough for nobody. That's why I'm not training right now. I'm just working this shit, trying to get the back better.
Wow.
I'm taking a hiatus at this.
Oh wow. We looking for a amateur heavyweight, man. Anybody out there, man? Step up to the plate. LJ Walker out here looking for a fight, man.
Ness, how about you fight him?
I retired, man, to make Border Wars great, man. Ever since I retired, it's only gotten greater, man. I mean, look at it. Shit is beautiful.
Come back. Come back and do a one-off fight. Come back and do a one-off fight.
Lady Shan, I plan to come back and be 2-time, but somebody got to win the heavyweight title. These dudes can't even fucking win a title.
Have they been landing in their sparring videos and stuff like that? They still fucking up.
Everybody wanted to be a champ when I was the champ. Now the belt vacant, they scared to fight each other.
Yeah, but maybe it's because that. No, I don't know. Got to be a big lad to fight you, innit? You're a big lad.
I'm a big lad.
It's a big lad.
I made Povetkin look small.
For sure.
It's crazy because like when like some of these fighters meet Ness, they're like, yo, you big as that.
Massive, because he doesn't look like he's tall when he's sitting down in the chair.
They be thinking my man's like 5'4" when he's in the chair.
No, I didn't think he was that little. I thought he was just like maybe.
Even me, they tell me,
like?
Dude, we thought you was little as hell. I'm like, damn, champ. I gotta get some more
What
hydroxy.
size is what's your height? I tell you who is short. Mario.
Yeah, Marioski's. Yeah, he's
Mario little. Mario like 4'10" on some real shit.
Yeah,
bro.
my friend hit me up when you showed the thing, and my friend was like, "Yo, that dude is little." I was like, "Oh, maybe it's just."
Marioski's like 5'6".
Yo,
what are you, Jimmy?
A lifelong scholar. I am Andre Ward, man. Yo,
Jimmy, how tall are you?
5'10", 5'11", with sneakers on, I guess.
King Amin, how tall are you?
6 deuce.
Yeah.
Quad.
Really? I thought maybe 6'3". I'm gonna be real. I thought maybe 6'3". I feel like you looked tall that day in the backyard doing the pad work. You was like pretty tall.
But Ness like John Sally and Bad Boys on the computer. When he's sitting down, you talking shit. Then when he stand up, you like, look, I'm just saying, get the codes for me, bro.
Yeah, Francis was small too, yo.
Yeah, Francis. Sure.
Yo, I think Mario and Francis even got a picture together. I think they probably the same size, yo. That's crazy.
I believe it.
Anakin in the chat said he's 6'11", so
what the hell?
Tell Anakin hit me on IG, man. Stop lying, man.
Anakin, you're part of that.
You 6'11". You 6'11". We gonna fucking sign you, man. He said Mario's a hobbit.
Oh, so you want to go to the Shire?
So Anakin is big. He's a big boy. You a big boy then, Anakin?
Nah, we want to see his IG, man. I ain't.
Yeah, we need to.
I don't believe
shout
it.
me.
Matter of
shout
fact,
me
my
your IG
soundbite.
at Lady Shan, LadyChann, and I'll see if you're a tall lad.
We'll see if you're a tall lad. That sounds so crazy.
Yo, shit, watch your inbox because of that now. Your inbox is going to be crazy,
How
girl.
tall is the lad?
She gonna have 6'6" and up cats.
Joe said he's 6'2". Well,
Yo,
show
I
me.
can't
Everyone
find-
wants to show me their height now. Tell
I
me their
can't
height.
find
Come
my
on.
fucking Jay-Z, man. Damn. We don't believe you. You need more people. That was for Anakin. I can't find it, man. Just know that's what I was thinking when you said you 6'11", man.
Yeah,
We going to
that's too
Davidian.
tall, man.
Davidian Buffalo Falls.
Oh, you're taken, but good try though. I wasn't trying. I thought you was offering, so you know.
Yo, what's good, TBV?
Was good.
Davidian.
What's good? What's good? Man, it turned into like the boxing voice to the dating voice
to the Shan
to
voice.
the X-rated voice.
The X-rated voice. Yo.
But now, what are y'all talking about? Joshua and Usyk.
Yes.
Joshua versus Usyk. Anthony slimming down. I'm saying Usyk will take him to 12.
But I like Usyk though. But I like him at cruiserweight. But we'll see. I mean, it is a fight. I just don't know if he can keep up the movement and the boxing for all 12 rounds. I feel like eventually Joshua gonna get to him and take him out. But you know, I don't know. It should be a good fight. But other than that, a good show. It's a funny show. But all right. God bless y'all. That's my comment.
All right. Let me get to.
Yo, you see what AJ does, yo? I've noticed something this show. I don't know if y'all noticed it, but like, it's all AJ. Usually, you know what I'm saying, Jake Paul kind of jumps in and takes precedence sometimes.
Because we're dealing with real boxing.
No,
How
not
dare
really.
you even say that?
Yeah, not really. This is a hardcore show, so they don't really dig the Jake Paul and Logan Paul talk. I'm forcing it to them because it's the future. It's the future. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see. If he gets a great performance, we're gonna get more Paul. It's just that simple. And
I just really think that. As much as I don't want to believe that Tyrone's going to lose, I feel like I'm going to get this Tommy Fury-Jake Paul fight.
You know that there's a rumor that your man Logan is going to fight Silva.
Logan Paul? Yeah, I did hear something like that. How solid is it?
I think he wants a catchweight. I mean, it's as solid as Silva, realizing he's the fucking B-side.
But who Silva's got before that? He's got a decent fight before that.
Chavez. He fought Chavez. He beat Chavez Jr.
He got somebody else too, a boxer, I think. I think it's an older cat. Yeah, I'm not going. That's what I'm saying. I ain't announced it, but I'm gonna look.
But that's the point. See, that's the point. Like, why would you not want to know? You know what I mean? Like, we seen the Silva fight with Chavez. Like, yeah, I seen the fight with Logan and Floyd. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Logan versus Silva. I'm on it.
Yeah. And really, the first time the MMA fighter was a boxer. So you give Silva the extra ups.
Yo, you know how dope it is to see Anderson Silva on Box Rig, champ? Bro, and this is when I was hardcore MMA, you know, when I was following these guys.
So the MMA in you was coming out. You all like, look how dope.
I'm excited. Yo, my boy, 46 years old, dog.
Yeah, let Logan sleep his old ass.
Nah, Logan won't sleep him.
What?
Nah, this is legend.
Just
Logan
when you
fights
guys
him.
are talking
This is
about
legend.
anything Jake Paul and Logan Paul, like, this is when, if you ever want me just to be quiet on the show, which is probably a lot of times, just carry on talking about this.
No,
I'll never be involved.
We must, because we're...
Get the fuck out of here,
man. Exactly. We're hardcores, but we're also...
Did you say exactly? Did you co-sign that rudeness, Chulo? You being mean now?
I mean, I'm not being mean. I'm just being realistic. Like, this is a boxing show, right? I would rather my audience know what's going on versus...
I'd rather talk about boxing. But
I hear you, but I don't want my audience to be like, yo, Ness, did you hear that Logan is fighting Silva? It's like, of course I did. I'm the boxing voice, of course.
Guys, but Tito Ortiz is fighting Anderson Silva.
I mean, again, Logan wanted some sort of catchweight or something, so that those
September 11th, he will be fighting Tito Ortiz from MMA. This is crazy, dog. MMA is really flooding over the boxing.
Fans, we don't do that. We only talk about MMA people if they're fighting someone in boxing. Like,
oh my God, look at my man's freaking box rep picture.
Tito and Silva.
Tito Ortiz.
Look, his earphones don't work. We don't talk to MMA dudes ever. It's only the combination of.
Bro, this is boxing though.
No. Silva and Tito, they both MMA. It's
They're about the box. What are you talking about?
No. Only combination of. We don't know those dudes.
Man.
Giving two
That's
MMA
like the mob. You got to be full-blooded Italian.
Yeah, man. Like you.
Bogart and MMA.
The books ain't
out of
gonna.
the boxing talk.
The books. Listen, the books will never open for those guys.
But if we can let in YouTubers, why can't we let in MMA guys?
Because YouTubers.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because YouTubers they didn't pick yet. They didn't pick. MMA dude picked MMA. He's always over
conversions.
there.
You believe in conversion. You believe in the conversion factor.
I believe in the conversion of the MMA dude getting his ass kicked by the boxer. That's the
but
conversion.
Not two MMA guys becoming boxers because they want to learn the trade and they want to see how tough they really are and test themselves in the kings for the sport of kings. They don't get no credit for testing themselves.
Tito older than Silva, man.
Ain't that what Border Wars is for?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Border Wars.
Joe jumped in there, you know?
Nah, Border Wars, not this, man. Tito old as hell. Why he still trying to fight, man?
Yo, I need that bread.
You got to be objective now.
Nah, they ain't giving Shannon no fights or James Toney. Why we giving Tito fights?
So look, we gonna do it your way, Ness. Let's talk about Riddick Bowe and Lamar Odom.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Riddick Bowe better fuck him up too. For real.
Yo, but Riddick old, man.
Is it gonna be with Head
Off a win off of Carter.
Is it gonna
Odom coming off a win?
Yo, a win off of Carter with a bitch bar, man. He had the bitch bar. Bruh, come on. You can't, I see you spawn with that because you got a tournament. You got to fight. You know, you Canelo. You got to fight on Saturday, next Saturday, 2 Saturdays. You wear the bitch bar to, protect you. It's not a bitch bar for a boxer, but, how you in a competition with that bar? That's so much cheating. That's not even fair. Hey, Brian, I might die in the cage. You right. From claustrophobia, not from fighting. Because you won't catch me fighting in no cage. Look like a dog to you? Hey, silly. That's silly. That sport is silly.
Hey, yo, Ness, bro.
El pero.
Starting to sound like my man Bobby.
It's horrible.
It
Guys
is.
rolling around.
Exactly, Bob. No, but you can't co-sign Bob these days, man. Some real crazy shit just came out about Bob the other day. Lord, Bob is just Bob, man. He's so Bobby.
What do you say?
I'm not going to paraphrase. It's all over the internet, though. I'm not paraphrasing it.
90 seconds.
It seems like I need to know the source. Obviously, it says LA Times, but I don't know who wrote the article. But it's just some, his opinion on fighters of color.
Oh, God, tell me what he said. Hurry up.
I'm not telling you nothing that I don't know by heart. I don't feel like paraphrasing on Bobby on such a sensitive matter.
It's a touchy matter.
Because I will desecrate Bob for less. So
Bobby.
I'm gonna see what he said, and I'll probably do a report on it. He better tread carefully.
You desecrate people for everything, from what I see.
No, I desecrate people for violations and violating any racism. I desecrate. Don't anything about my blackness. I desecrate. Anything about my culture. I desecrate, and I make no apology of it. Whoever doesn't like it, that's their business.
I mean, he said something like Al is gonna advise Earl to not do business with the white man, and that they gonna buddy up because of the brotherhood or some shit. I don't want to paraphrase.
I got the general time.
I don't want to paraphrase because I don't got the thing in front of me.
I get the general time. It's just silly. I get you guys.
10 seconds.
You guys really, it's so racial over there with the sport. It's wild. I mean, I only started to realize this as I came into
lot
sport.
Of racism.
I know, but it's just like, there's racism here. Don't get it twisted. It's a bit more. It's just more covert, and our escapism is boxing, and we don't tend to bring it into boxing. So since I've come into boxing, and I'm dealing with a lot of US cats, everything is race. Everything.
They got you beating Mario in the first round. That's crazy. Mario got to get his respect back. Let me get to JT in New Orleans. Yeah, they got you beating Mario in the first round, man. Crazy.
I like Mario. I'm gonna beat up Doomy though.
Doomy. Let me get to JT in New Orleans. You
Head
available?
movement.
New Orleans, JT. New Orleans.
Never stay in a straight line in front of me, Alex.
JT, are you available? Lady Sharon, get your hand off the fucking mic. What's up with you? You swear you performing, man. Oh, finger fucking the mic. We hear every time you touch the mic.
Don't answer the beef.
Jeez.
Oh, you mean?
Stainless, talk to me. Stainless. Are you available? Chicka, yeah.
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
I know he's coming.
Yo, TBV, what's good? Ness?
Stainless.
Lady Shan. King Amin, you still there?
King Amin look frozen right now. Oh, there he go. He there. He lighting up.
King Amin, that's my boxing boys brother too. And y'all got Arthur Better B, so I know we off to a good start. What up, baby?
You got that, Sting?
Alex Better B over there. All right, good to see y'all here, man, in live fashion, man. I'm up here cracking up. I don't know what's going on, but it's all hilarious. We was having a little fifth wheel dating match or something too, wasn't we? Y'all getting it in today. But boxing, like Lady Shan said, that's what I
trying
want to
to
talk
pimp
about.
me.
Ain't no use in doing that, man. It's more money to be had out here tonight. Get your money. But boxing, like Lady Shan said, that's what I want to talk about. So, y'all on this Usyk beating AJ? Was that the topic, or is that just what people saying?
Who do you think would win? Like, who have you got in that fight?
I'm still stick with AJ right now. I haven't really seen Usyk. I mean, Chisora is a good test, but he didn't really have enough power to really knock Chisora down or out or anything. And Chisora's he's a lot older, but he's a tough competitor. You know what I'm saying? And always highly competitive when he's in there. So I know that he can survive at heavyweight, but I don't really know if he can succeed like that. So, and AJ's a bigger test than Chisora is right now. And I like the evolution of AJ since his Ruiz loss. He looked better in the Pulev fight than he did in the Ruiz fight as far as getting his boxing and movement down. So I think AJ may do better than people gonna give him credit for.
Can I just say
had a little
something? You've got a really nice voice. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you. I get that a lot. I do appreciate that.
Oh, you get it a lot. Look at this guy.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. You'd be surprised. They tell me I got a voice for radio. I don't know what it is.
What
state Mr. Radio voice over there.
Oh, look at this guy.
Look this guy. What state are you from?
Ness, you sound like the voice of a hater right now. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
On to
y'all second
He's
topic,
from
though, I
Nashville.
think that Porter. I think
Where's
Crawford
he from?
versus Porter on the undercard of Wilder and Fury would be a good look. Plus, they already doing a cross promotion with Top Rank and PBC anyway. So, to me, it seems like a good opportunity to get that one in, especially if you can get it at purse bid.
We can't do that on that one because why would Al put that on the undercard of Wilder Fury if Bob refused to make a deal? So now you're telling me I'm going to pay for the fight and then put it on a pay-per-view where I'm going half with you on so you can still get some clout from it? No, sir. It got to go on another pay-per-view.
But if it go to purse bid, they don't get nothing off back end though, right?
Exactly. But
I mean,
again,
I don't know.
But again, only one promoter paid versus two. So why? So it's like you ain't go half on this fight. Why am I giving you any of the clout of this fight?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Plus Canelo a free agent, because that was my thing. Like, wouldn't that cause more confusion if it's Canelo, since he's still kind of with his own? But I guess technically he's not. So that may be a better look. You're right. I get it.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I just know what state you're from, please?
Let me tell you, she put lipstick on just to say that shit.
Originally, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, but I live in Nashville, Tennessee now.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
No problem.
You know she went. She made her lip gloss popping before she said that.
I'm sure she was.
Little mama.
My lips were dry. That was all.
I'm sure she was popping long before that. But as I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the. You say what?
You gonna be at Border Wars?
Yeah. Like I said, I'll be there.
Shan, he gonna be
like
there.
I said,
Mr. Radio
I'll
Boy's
be there.
I'm not going to be there unless somebody can afford to make me be there. So
Mr.
far,
Radio
we're not
Boy's
doing very well.
there.
Yeah, I'm too busy getting my own money to give it to anybody else. So you do your thing. But as I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid. Shout out to El Camino.
Yo, you seen that, right, Shan? I knew it. I knew Canna was a secret lover. He said gloss is popping, though. We going out to Hawkins, Maryland.
Hawking them down.
Yo, TBV, Doomy, Ness, Lady Shan, how y'all doing today?
What's up? Salute to you, sir.
Ain't too much. Let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm just walking along, singing the song, walking in the Shan's Wonderland. Lady Shan is only one Lady Shan. Hey, that girl got your show on fire, man. I love it. You need a hero on the show. You need a hero on the show. You need somebody like Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, somebody that just don't get along with nobody. Man, it makes the show. She makes the show.
Get along with you.
I love her. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And I get along with you. You're so cute. But what I was about to say, oh man, I don't know who got what's that boy name? Put it like this. I got Anthony Joshua beating what's his name? He ain't look good at heavyweight since he been there.
Yeah, Usyk.
He ain't look good. Usyk. He ain't look good at heavyweight since he been there. But as far as putting them double cards together, I gotta agree. I said that before. It's so much people's egos in the sport, man. That's why I said I don't believe Crawford and Terence Crawford and Sean Porter is going to happen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. It's going to be some crap because. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna happen. They pull so much stuff and it's so many egos and don't nobody want to do this and they give them boys the rightness to back out of stuff. So I just don't. I don't know. I don't even know if Tyson Fury gonna come through and fight Wilder until he in the ring. I won't believe that till he in the ring. I'm telling you. So but love the show and keep Lady Shan on. That you the man, bro.
Thank you very much.
Love the show.
Salute to you, King. Have a good day.
Hopefully.
Love you, Lady Shan. You keep doing your thing, lady.
Hopefully she keeps coming back. They don't run her off. We got.
Who run me off?
Hold up.
I'm
Speaking of
undefeated
heels,
and undisputed.
Speaking of heels, man, I'm waiting for Marioski and Supermax, man. The Wrestling Voice will be kicking off. It's a lot of legendary and milestone things happening in wrestling right now. Wait till we get this thing popping. Y'all definitely going to check out the YouTube page and keep subscribing. We're trying to get to at least 1,000 subscribers. Y'all check us out, man. It's going to be crazy.
Yes.
Muy interesante.
Let's see if I can fit this long-ass poll question in here.
I know.
It says,
putting a dissertation on there.
Should Al win purse bid for Crawford versus Porter and put on undercard of Canelo versus Plant? Yes, no.
You could have cut that a lot shorter. You could have said, should they be on the Canelo plus Plant? Should the two named fighters be on the Canelo Plant undercard? Why do you have to put should Al?
Well, because he's got to win the purse bid.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. We know what it is. Just say in general, should they be
not
on
everybody that tunes into the show
undercard?
Not everyone that tunes into the show knows what's going on at that exact moment, Lady Shan.
Someone said do a poll on Lady Shan. Give me a poll and I'll show you what I do with a poll.
What the yo, that's yo. Crawford versus Porter.
She could be talking about a firearm. She could be talking about something else. I don't know.
Thank you, King Amin.
Keep it
That's why you
clean.
don't
Straight
assume.
to the gutter.
Crawford versus
Come on.
Porter.
East London or that. Come on now.
You understand?
On undercard of Canelo Plant. Yes, no. Everybody's going to say yes. This is a stupid poll. That was stupid.
No, they're not, because I'm going to say no.
JT!
Not everyone's going to say yes. I'll be saying no.
You a hater. That's why they call you a hater.
I'm a hater with great lip. Winning in life.
Why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem, turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, can you hear me?
We hear you.
All right. Who talking? Usyk versus Anthony Joshua.
Yes.
I'm going for another upset. I just think Anthony Joshua's too straight up and down. He's very robotic, and he have trouble with smaller guys. They're trying to prepare Usyk last fight, different type of style fighter. AJ do have some boxing ability, like I said, but he's very stiff, very up and down. You can't compare the second fight to Andy Ruiz fight because he moved a lot and it looked very awkward. So I just think Usyk gonna break him up and down, change levels on him and stuff like that. Second, shout out to my son. He going to Silver Gloves in Missouri Nationals. We made it to the Nationals. So we doing that this weekend coming up. What else? What else topic we got? What else we talking about next?
You got Paul and Woodley.
I got Woodley. I ain't gonna say upset. I just think Woodley just the better fighter. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm not no MMA fighter. I thought he had probably more. He won his fight stand up. He might be the better boxer out the two, more experienced. So I'm taking Woodley over Jake Paul. I mean, that's all I got, you know. Like I said, we're going to go up there to Missouri and try to do our thing. I think we're going to probably face the tougher competition when we get up here because everybody's supposed to be at this one. As long as nobody don't avoid it, because if we all go miss school dealing with it. But, hey, he worked his way up there. So I'm looking for some good fights, you know, and then we come home with it, you know. That's all I got.
Came the dream in Florida. You avail?
Wait a minute. You say you know boxing?
Yeah. What is it? Maybe I don't know.
Tell me what a full counter is.
Full counter? I've never heard that term before. That must have been your term. You must have been
No, Fair Shake, HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit.
Yo. What up, y'all? Good morning, everybody. Well, shit, good afternoon now. At least down here it is. Well, I had to jump off. We still talking Usyk AJ, right? Y'all ain't switched topics.
Usyk AJ and obviously Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley, and the whole undercard.
I got. It's actually a good undercard, man. If you go down that undercard, It's a pretty good undercard. You know, Brand Chicken, Montana Love. You know, Amanda Serrano, love watching her fight. So it's pretty. Dubois on that undercard too, right?
Yep. Versus Joey Cusimano.
And then Tommy Fury. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty good undercard, man. They're not doing too bad there with that one. But yeah, man. Look, I got AJ stopping Usyk, bro. Just being real with you. I'm not high on Usyk ever since he's been at heavyweight. Liked him at cruiser, but I don't see him getting past AJ at all. I think AJ stops him, man. He's too small. He's getting stopped, bro. And then Jake Paul Woodley's an interesting fight, man. Look, I don't got an issue with Jake Paul. I don't hate on the kid because he's a YouTuber. You know, I respect that he respects the sport, so it should be interesting, man. He's got a live dog in front of him, so it should be a good one, man. That's all I got, though.
Keem, Usyk got something to say to you, or maybe Canelo does.
Don't make me get Lady Chan on you, bro.
To hit me, but guess what? Nobody can.
Nobody can.
Said nobody can't. Oh, bless him.
Yo, first of all, let me say, I don't play Showtime to see you all there, not even putting a goddamn motherfucking effort. If I want to see two motherfuckers just fight, I pick up a fight with somebody in the street. Don't need that shit. You don't love that sport, my dude? Just move along. Gone. Fuck you. Next. What a great show. Thumbs Shop donate. Hey yo, what's happening, people?
What's up?
What's up?
Rockin'. Lady Shana, me, do me. Mr. Gibbs.
What up?
Yo, Ness, before I forget, bro.
What you forget?
Yo, do me, he messed with a fucking Superman team.
What? Who he caping for, champion? Who he caping?
Yo, he caping for Blank Crazy.
Time this guy.
Ness, you caping for playing crazy out there, dog. You talking mad shit.
Tell him.
What's going on, Cat?
Don't be surprised if it's easier than you think.
Oh yeah.
That's what
my nigga, he's smoking them meaties. Get out of here with that
calling
shit,
in on a walkie-talkie, man?
Nigga, I'm on the move. Chill. You be fucking up the audio worse than me, so stop it. Listen, I don't have a lot to say besides everybody say the same shit. Usyk seemed too small. He didn't press nobody. It's a heavyweight. It should be an easy win for AJ. That's about it. Everybody out there, support the channel, donate, and really important, let them know that Lady Shang is coming to the United States. We're gonna make that happen. I'm out.
Not without that 3,500 though.
Coming to America.
Not without that 3,500 though. Where that 3,500? Counterpunch, Stainless.
Counterpunch. Don't get.
Yo, I was gonna ask. Well, Kame actually was talking about it because when I came on, that's what y'all were talking about. That's the undercard for the Jake Paul or the Paul brother. That's a good undercard, man. Like, and how much is that? How much is that fight?
$60.
That's not bad, man. That's actually pretty good. That's you'll hate me for this one, man, but that's worth to me. That's worth the pay-per-view. Not like that Ruiz fight, but I guess that goes to your argument of the demographic, then, because as a boxing fan, that really sounds like an interesting card. I want to see Montana Love because I haven't seen him do enough, and I like Ivan Baranchyk, so I think that'd be a tough fight for him. It'll give us a good look. Plus, the Dubois fight, that's a lot of good names.
No, that's a tough fight for Montana Love. I remember he got a draw where people thought he got a gift decision in that draw.
Yeah. So and $60. That's what I was calling for too. So $60.
Oh shit! And Kenneth Sims is the one he got the draw, which is the same dude that fucking upset Elvis Rodriguez. Caused Elvis to get cut, man. Cut Elvis because even though Elvis got picked up by PBC. Shout out to Al, man. Always giving somebody a chance. Yo, give me a chance, Al, man. Hire me, man. I need a job.
I'll stop caping.
I don't want a job, Shan. I need a sponsorship, actually. I don't want a job.
Sponsorship's better. Yeah, you don't need a job. You are a boss.
I don't want a job. Yo, that's crazy. If it was Kenneth Sims, though, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, Ness, are you coming back on my show? You said you were supposed to do round 2.
Let's do it. I mean, this weekend we got the fight, though.
We'll do it next week.
I got Myrtle.
We do it next week. My audience loved you. I'm so shocked.
Yeah. Let's see here.
They adored you. I'm like, I adored you, Lo, but I didn't think everybody else was gonna.
Thank God someone adores me. Not a lot of people adore me. I'll tell you that right now.
That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
See what I'm saying? That's the hate that I receive on a daily. Yo, Stainless. Well, before I go to you, might as well go to NO, who ain't gonna know what's going on because he just jumped on. So Stainless Boomerang is really on you, because if not, I got to go. Time to go. Yo.
If anything, man, I don't get to get on here as much as I used to when I first found the show, man. And anytime I ain't got nothing else to talk about, I always want to applaud you for your success, man. Keep doing what you're doing. If ain't nobody else gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? And if you can hear my voice and you listening to this show so that you can get through your workday like a lot of us do. You know what I'm saying? If you call in the Skype, if you find yourself on Patreon, then support.
Yo, what it do though?
It's easy to get on there and just push like or share the show from Facebook or YouTube. It's other hosts and panelists that are coming on here and lending their time, their advice. Go support their show, man. It's a boxing community. My base is just at the Boxing Voice, but that doesn't mean that root can't branch out into other shows and other pages, man. It's us supporting each other that keeps this thing that we have at this level to growing to a point that we actually able to give our questions to boxers, to trainers, to managers, to promoters. You know what I mean? To Showtime execs who are over boxing in general, where we can get questions answered that we might not be able to find through Google. You know what I mean? So we got our ear to the street, man, and we through that have a guy that had for 10 years now. Well, you want 11. You know what I'm saying? Has been making sure that there's been a voice for the people in boxing. So as I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up, share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast, because this is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, you stupid. Shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Stainless.
No, you avail? You know what's going on?
Que pasa, Mufasa?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
What's good? Audience sound, that's
terrible.
Or should I say horrible?
It's horrible.
I will no. I'm making it quick. What's going on with the
Nah, they ain't gonna let you make it.
It's horrible.
It's not coming in. Let me try you one more time in a little bit. We're going out to Seattle.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWords.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great. Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what it do though? Hey, is Doomy there?
Nah.
That's motherfudging right.
Hey, Doomy, hit me with that soundbite.
Well, let's do it then.
Is TBV in your cup and a little bit of, that PBC, because you got to keep it real. PBC be bringing you the pain, be blowing up your pockets. Shout out to Anthony Joshua. He's trying to be a skinny nigga. Really, skinny niggas is killing it out here. Look at Deontay. He'll knock your block off and your socks off. So I think that he should definitely lose the weight to keep up with someone who is smaller and known to go the distance and run. He definitely has his training wheels on. I think that if he brings the pain and the power, he can definitely cause damage to Usyk. But if he doesn't, Usyk will win by decision. Shout out to Canelo to understanding that PBC got the bread. Shout out to everybody else who knows that. We got 50 million, 40 million, 30. PBC for life.
All right. Call you for life, man. Yo.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
You don't think that those sound bites are a little rude?
I'm on one today, guys.
No, just that one. Like, I feel like that's just telling the person, like, their call was absolute dog.
If you know Happy Gilmore, you take it in stride.
Yo.
You're muted, Chan.
Shan is muted, and that's
I'm muted.
That's
I was wondering why. Can I just say something?
Because
Sorry,
you
I was
got your hand
talking
on
to
the
someone
mic.
that someone's here. So,
because you got the hand on the mic.
So what I was saying is, right, there's no way that Usyk will win a decision over AJ here. And Usyk will get robbed if it goes to points.
Damn.
The fuck is wrong with this guy, man? Get him in.
I know it sounds bad, but that's the truth.
Actually, she's a girl. It says...
Let me...
Go for it.
Go ahead. Super chat.
No, I was just gonna remind the people about the poll: Crawford versus Porter on the undercard of Canelo Plant. We got 66% say yes, 34 say no. Like, why would you not want it on there, you weirdos?
I told you it's not that. It's not that appealing. You know, it's all right.
Oh, it's not appealing. Oh,
Get 2 fights because you know why? Because we could get 2 pay-per-views. We could get 2 fights,
so
2
you
main
rather pay?
events.
You'd rather pay twice? You're saying? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you can get 2 stacked. As long as it's 2 stacked cards, why not? I don't mind.
I mean,
But you're taking a chance on the fact that it's going to be 2 stacked cards. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
We just said PBC is not really, despite
they're
what
not
Mr.
stacking
PBC, they ain't stacking shit.
They ain't stacking
You're
shit
right though,
now.
Lady Shan. I didn't even think about that in my whole rant about Usyk winning by points and decision. It has to be very clear for him to win in UK. Very clear.
You'd have to like drop AJ. No lie.
Speaking of drop, man, I got to
Because he's
drop
from-
up out of here right now.
We all up out of here, man. We all up out of here.
Show over.
Over.
So Rover.
Yo, check for me, King Invest61 on Instagram, King Invest61 right here on YouTube for them championship rounds, and also here on TBV, the Boxing Voice podcast. Coming soon, the Wrestling Voice, as soon as my fellow cohorts get their fucking heads out of their asses.
Yeah. Tell them how you really feel, man. Yo,
I gotta cut a promo on him, man.
Feel me?
For
On some
real.
wrestling, you gotta cut a promo on
For
him.
real, man. For real. Yo, I
Come
got.
on, you. I'm out.
Go for it. My Gene Bay,
Peace, Jan.
talk to me.
Yo, que lo que?
Que lo que?
De lo mío.
Yo, I had to call in because I'm catching up, and all I hear is Doomy picking Usyk, and I'm just like, God damn it, he jinxed us. He jinxed us. Yo, I'm taking Usyk too. I think, Lady Chan, I really, appreciate you on the show, but I think you were wrong in the aspect that, with AJ thinking that he's gonna box, he can't outbox the boxer, and if he's coming in lighter, that's giving the game plan away. If he's coming in to box Usyk is gonna put on a masterclass. I'm being serious. So I don't know. I'm taking Usyk as well. Unfortunately, so is Doomy. So more than likely we losing. But I'm rolling with my guy.
Correcto.
Damn, I'm like the
No,
black.
because AJ's from North London when he's as well, and this is the first time he's going to be fighting in a new stadium in North London. There's no way they're going to take the unified heavyweight champion and and have Usyk win on points. I guarantee you, it's not going to happen.
I'm like the little black cloud that's carrying the storm and shit, and just right over Usyk's party.
When are you going to Jerron Ennis, man?
Come on, brother. Come on. You know what's going on in my life right now.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting, man. I keep forgetting. I'm not made for those stuff. I forgot about that.
I gotta go to an orthopedic doctor with her today, and then God knows where else.
Shan, when
it's
you
okay.
when you going to see Jerron
If you want to
Ennis, Shan?
subscribe, find me on my show. I've got a show later. It's called The Weekly Wrap Up. We're going to be chopping it up with a few panel members,
Who's on
inviting
there?
panel members. And that's what I'll be doing. So catch me at Lady Shan, LadyChann, Twitter, Instagram. That's she is I and I is her.
Word. She is I and I is her. Slim with the tilted brim on 20-inch rims. Yo, we out, man. Catch us on the next one, man.
That's right. Don't ask for the beef.
Yeah.
You already know is Alex_Doomsday_LAINEG. No, excuse me, NEZ. I just spelled my name wrong. Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ on IG, TikTok. I haven't been busting the dance moves, but Twitter, AlexLinusTBV. This is the Boxing Voice. If you just stumbled upon the show and you like what you were listening to, this is the Breakfast Club of Boxing, and if you want to tune in with us when we're going live, hit that notification bell as well as the subscribe button. And if you were interested in any of the emojis that you saw in the chat or extra exclusive content for that matter, head on over to the video description, click on that link to join the channel as a member, and go over to the 3 tiers that we offer. And let's go, champ. Choose whatever tier is best for you. And, you know, we appreciate the love. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the show. And, yeah, man, stay tuned.
Alrighty then. Arrivederci.